Welcome, guys, to Tomb of Annihilation. Sorry for the late start.
Hi.
We started prepping for a campaign that hasn't even started yet.
When did you start that?
A while
Before
back.
he walked over to the seat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No,
Been
the
going
entire
for a while.
conversation about your family and all that has been going on
About people
Oh,
being
wow.
the worst.
on the
It's
internet.
all online.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
We're the worst.
So,
We're the
anyway,
worst.
a couple of logistical things. The giveaway that we have going on currently is still going on till this Friday, or this Thursday at 11:59 p.m. That is to win a limited edition hobby store copy of Xanathar's Guide to Everything. So one of these guys.
Very pretty.
And several other things like dice and character folios and all that good stuff. So that is still going on. You can still enter that. I will put a link in the chat in a second. Let's see what else is going on. Tomorrow night I'm building Samurai Jack on It Builds Character, so that should be
gonna
fun.
be a samurai.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I also have Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin, another samurai. Although Jack has different abilities than Kenshin. Kenshin is very like he has a lot of wonky. Mitsurugi style is all over the place. Winds, scars, and cutting people in half in one move. All that good stuff.
Oh, crazy shit.
So we'll work on that. So that will be this coming Wednesday. As well as other things that are coming out on the channel that has been happening constantly have been the Xanathar's Guide to Everything, Unearthed Arcana comparison videos. Those have been coming out consistently. We are up to date through the Druid now. Druid, the Circle of the Shepherd Druid came out this afternoon. Tomorrow, by the way, last week It's Build Character, where I built Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, will be going up on Twitch. I'm sorry, on the YouTube. Then we have the Curse of Strahd will be coming up sometime towards the weekend. The Curse of Strahd from Sunday. Then Monday we are back with another Princes of the Apocalypse episode where, you know, things get weird. We'll see what the Pickle Crew gets into this time.
Shenanigans.
Then we'll be back with this on Tuesday. And then Wednesday there won't be an It Builds Character because I will be playing in the season finale of the Venture Maidens podcast. Where I would play an 8th level character, I think, but I have 7 characters that I've built for that. I haven't decided which one I'm playing yet.
One of them.
It's a lot.
Or an 8th unmade character.
Yeah.
Assign them numbers and just roll a d8.
That might be what it comes down to. They're very specifically designed. Some of them are characters, classes that the characters in the game have not encountered before. Like, I think a cleric, a paladin, or a bard.
Right.
They have not encountered them in their travels. So that's 3 of them. So that's like, because that would be a break in the dynamic that they're used to. So that would be something cool. Because there's no heavy armor. They have
You just have to have a nice, if you're like lawful good alignment and nobody else is, that's always a nice wrench to throw into things.
That's also very true.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Stop robbing these people.
Well, they have a warlock, a barbarian, and a monk. So like no armor.
Yeah.
And no shields.
And
so
no healing.
No, none of that. So like a cleric or a paladin would be like a very welcome addition for an episode. So that's a thing. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that is coming up next Wednesday. I'll be promoting that more and more as we get closer to it. Yeah, I think that pretty much does it for announcements. We just rolled stats for a new campaign that Jake's gonna run at some point in the future. An evil campaign. Hence the slightly evil laugh. So that'll be a good time.
The casual evil laugh.
The casual evil.
Laugh like Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
Ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha ha ha ha ha ha ha ha ha. I like the episode where it follows him around.
Oh, and he's crying.
Brush, 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 brush.
Yay!
Brushes his teeth.
That's a good one.
It's hilarious. You almost want to smile. You're doing your best not to, but it's too late.
Yeah, it's a good time, that episode. Man, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
That's for quality.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm balls deep in thought.
That's just
Evil campaign.
probably.
Well, the shock mount should alleviate some of that.
Yes.
So we worked on that, by the way, guys. I got a shock mount as a thanks to some people that suggested that we do make a lot of noise when people slam the table, Celine. So we have attempted to rectify that via a shock mount. And I'll be getting we got a new mic, so we're not messing with swapping mics back and forth every time. And I also have a new computer that shipped out today that should be here by the time we stream next week. So hopefully we'll be able to get to our multiple camera setup that we have been.
You should just set up your second computer over here and just keep your first computer.
I also thought about going real crazy and doing a dual computer setup. So one is the host computer, one's the streaming computer.
Oh, that would work well too.
It's a little more working. It's a little more intensive. I don't necessarily want to do that, but we'll see. All right, so that pretty much does it for our announcements. So let's talk about what happened last time. Why don't you guys tell me what happened last time?
Well, we almost drowned our sorrows.
Yes, we did.
Or drowned in our sorrows.
We spent 2 hours trying to get out of a trap.
Yes, we did. But
we did.
But we did, and that's the important thing. And after that, I felt like we really were hitting. No, I felt like we were hitting our stride after that.
Yeah.
We got through. I think we got to take. I don't know. I feel like we're doing okay. It's hard. That's just it.
Where did
you know.
we end up?
It's tricky. It's hard. We don't know what we're doing really. We're struggling.
We killed the zombies and the skeleton and the crane.
Yep.
Correct.
Tomb.
Yep. After Shovel Knight.
Right. You got the amulet.
Got the Amulet of Health.
Yes.
Got his con up
That's
to a
right.
19.
Yes.
Then we.
Oh, and that's right. He got Papa's Lodel.
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't take no crap from nobody.
Papa Zodal makes him so that he bows before no one, and he expects others to do as he commands.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
He also cannot be surprised. He has advantage on all wisdom checks and can never take falling damage, which is great for the shovel drop.
Yes.
His ability that lets him do a critical hit if he attacks from like 10 feet above somebody.
There you go.
It's almost like this was made for him.
I'd like to say that it was, but it just happened to work out well.
Worked out wonderfully.
So, all right. So we resume with our party. You guys had gone to up to the second level, if I recall. Back up to the second level. Actually, I'm sorry. You were on the second level. You started to go down to the third, and you immediately did a 180 and got back.
Yeah,
up.
we were like, there's these giant standing totems with chains,
And then
we
there
were
was the purple eyeball.
Yeah, and we left that area.
So you guys were in. You ended in the room with. Did you guys just stop in the hallway?
I think so.
Yes.
I think we got
Outside of the
out
room.
of combat into the hallway.
You were in the room with Papa Zodal's shrine.
Yes.
And you basically, with the zombies and everything, you guys fought a whole bunch of skeletons.
Went
shut
back
the
out
door,
to the main room.
and you were right there. And that is where we left.
Yeah,
off.
I gave Shovel Knight the Amulet of Health or whatever, and that was it.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys are, well, what would you like to do?
Hey, Shovel Knight, what do you think we should do?
And he says,
Sir?
says, I think we should go to that secret door. And he points to a wall.
That's a great idea.
Secret door? Has that been there the entire time?
He says, apparently, but I did not know it was there before. I feel as though my senses have sharpened.
All right, Shovel Knight.
Perhaps it's because I'm now my own man.
All right, great. Lead us to the secret door, man. That's a great idea.
So
You
he'll
see
walk.
this?
I think we should follow his lead
You
from now on.
didn't see that?
No.
Me neither.
So he'll walk to. Basically, you are around that square room.
Yes.
Where the steps would go down to go to the third level. That wall at the top of the stairs is a secret door.
Oh shit!
So he unlocks that secret door.
Is it just like the same push slide thing?
It's a little more intricate. So like they're all slightly different. So you can't necessarily know
see
how
it,
one.
but once you know how to activate it, it's
Pretty much. So
Cool.
you come into a room now, and behind this secret door, water fills a carved stone font.
don't drink that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Drink it.
What?
I don't know.
I'm just looking out for you, man. What does this font look like?
It is a pool of, from what you can see, because you just literally walked in, it is a circular, it's maybe 5 feet across at the most, maybe even less than that. Basically, like, it would look like a well, but the water level is it's circular stones and then there's water.
Okay, I'll walk up to it.
Okay. So you gaze into the font. As the water begins to swirl, eerie light emanates from within the basin. Slowly, an image resolves on the water's surface.
Look, you're my only hope.
Let's see.
Pronounce Bill.
I will tell you what you see here. Once I find the place.
Do you have a last name? Do you have a last name?
What's the Stu monster?
Do most Tritons have last names? Do any Tritons have last names?
No.
You just don't. Do you know any Tritons with last names? 2 names? Even if it's like Steve Peter?
That's 2 first names.
Yeah, I know. But even if they had 2 first names. Like John Henry.
That was a 2 first name.
Yeah. You have any of them with like first name, last name? I'm Carrick Lyre, like first name, last name.
I'm Bill.
That's good. That's good to know.
Okay, so basically,
wait, you just have one name too?
Yeah, portals only have one name.
What? Shovel Knight.
It changes every now and then
What's
when
your
I
real
decide
name,
I want
man?
it to, but
He says, "So maybe you should focus on the water." And as you look in it, you see a vision in black and white.
All right.
You see, to your left, a hallway that leads to a bladed fan.
Okay.
To your right, you see three treasure chests. In the center, you see a sarcophagus
animal
with a stylized image of a monkey on it.
Okay.
A Sioux monster, if you will.
Oh, wow.
And you see in that room, patrolling back and forth above on the same level as you are, a skeleton. The skeleton has a strange stone-like triangular appendage out the top of its head.
Okay.
At this point, the surface of the pool explodes, and a hulking figure wearing plate armor and a bucket helm heaves forth from it and attacks you.
Ah!
I need everybody to roll for initiative. You are surprised.
I am surprised.
Shovel Knight.
That's fair.
He says, so...
Shovel Knight for the warning.
Okay.
10.
Murray.
Oh, I didn't roll. Sorry.
Carrick.
22.
22.
Shovel Knight. What? He's got +1.
19.
19.
Can I rage right now? Is that how this thing works?
To
feral
not be
instinct?
surprised,
Yeah.
yes, you can go into a rage. Is it as a reaction or on your turn? I forget.
I think it's...
You'll have to look that up. I will. This guy. I need a monster.
I would assume it would have to be as a reaction.
I think that's how it works, but I would
What's
just.
it called? I'm on the page.
Feral
Feral
instinct.
instinct.
Feral instinct.
As everybody pulls out the
if
same
you
book.
are surprised at the beginning of a combat and aren't incapacitated, you act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter a rage before you do anything else that turn.
So it has to come to your turn. Then.
Yeah.
Alright, that's still good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not bad.
Well, yeah, you aren't surprised at the beginning of combat.
Oh, okay. Only if.
You can act normally, but your first move has to be... Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, sorry, I'm wrong. If you're not surprised. You can act normally on your turn if you go on a rage first. So you're still surprised
until your turn.
Oh, bummer.
Which is fine because this guy goes here. Oops. Can I have this back? I need to make slightly better ones.
Dangling.
I know, I've never changed the name.
We don't have
On
the
the
art.
one side. So Carrick, it's your turn. You're surprised
Oh!
as this thing lunges out at you. So
Shovel Knight, come!
he springs forth into chivalry action, as he will. I need the notebook. Where's my notebook at? Oh, this will work. Knight's going to swing at this guy with his shovel for a 23.
Okay, Shovel Knight. You hit this guy with a shovel.
However, as Shovel Knight's shovel bounces off of this creature, making it through the cracks in the armor, it does no damage.
Oh shit, Shovel Knight.
And Shovel Knight does it again because it's already started his attack, and
that's brutal, Shovel Knight.
Yeah, hits him again, doesn't do anything. So Shovel Knight is going to. I think he already used all of his action surge now. I don't think you guys are taking a short rest.
I don't remember.
So that's going to be Shovel Knight's turn.
Makes sense to not use it.
Then it is Mer's turn.
Cool. Well, Rage.
Sure. Yep, bonus action. So
Bonus
you're no longer
action,
surprised.
And then I'm going to use.
First he gets hit with the lightning. Because it happens when you activate it.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, activate it and every turn is a bonus action.
Okay.
So he fails his dex save.
Life on him?
4.
4 points of lightning damage.
Barbarians hate being scared so much that
he
they just
seems
immediately
to also
hit
be
things.
completely immune to lightning damage.
Bummer.
So, it is your turn.
Which upsets Murray even more.
Alright, Murray. So
Which
you
causes him to
see-
attack recklessly.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. I have the staff, so I'm gonna attack with the staff that I have.
Okay. The staff of striking.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shovel Knight has Timora's luck. He's a +1 on all rolls.
Yay!
Thank you, my puppy.
Oh gee.
That's a 1.
Good thing I have advantage.
What's your roll?
25.
25 definitely hits.
Cool.
Does it knock him prone with the other one?
No, it was a
no,
one.
it wasn't a one. 17
Also-
damage.
Also
She's
fell.
not
Yeah,
using the right
yeah.
weapon.
17 damage?
Yes.
This is a magic weapon, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a staff of strike. Did you want to use charges to...
Wait, I'm trying to figure out where I wrote that stuff. Oh, here we go. Sorry, stuff. Not on this one, but I will on the next one.
Okay. You don't have... You can wait till after you hit, so...
Okay. Well.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll your damage.
Oh, wait. Wait. What do you mean roll my damage?
I'm sorry, roll your to hit.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
my mistake.
Okay, 25 again.
Yes. We'll hit.
So yay. 18, 21 damage with the hit, and then I'm gonna use 2 charges for 8 damage for force.
Got it. Alright. Cool.
Then it's his
Starts
turn.
with-
Then it is his turn, and he's going to attack
With one thing.
you.
Ah,
Because you were the one staring in the pool.
that's reasonable.
He has multi-attack.
That's also fair.
He's going to have a 22.
Ah, phew.
But you're surprised.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 1s on 2d8, so you're going to take 6 damage.
Alright.
You rolled a 19, so it's a 26. And then you're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. That is it for him. Bill, you're surprised.
Ah!
Carrick,
That was my turn.
you are not surprised any longer.
Ah! I say anyway. I'm gonna move backwards and prompt an opportunity attack from this guy.
Okay.
At disadvantage. Because I'm escaping the horde of him.
Well, he rolls a natural 1 then. So, he can't take reactions until the start of his... He already used it, but that's fine.
Shit.
He can't do it now.
Well, he...
Damn
sucks.
right he can't.
That's right, he can't.
That's true. So what would you like to do?
I am gonna use sharpshooter, but I'm also gonna use a +1 arrow to
Okay.
shoot this guy.
Shoot with the deck.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna shoot him right in the dick with a 24.
Yeah, 24 on it.
Alright, cool.
Is this feller undead?
Yeah.
Nope.
Has he taken any damage?
Oh, yes.
So there we go. Colossus there.
He's not undead. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did hear that. So that's 12 plus 11 with the +1 arrows is 23 plus 10 from sharpshooter. 33 damage.
Jeez. Alright.
And then I'm going to shoot him again. Ooh, there we go. How's a 14 do?
Misses.
That's
Clanks
clear.
off of his plate armor.
Yeah, I move back enough that I am not anywhere near this guy.
Yeah. Shovel Knight is not next.
Use your flare wand.
He says, "Don't tell me what to do, sir." And he will use his flare wand.
Aha!
And he's gonna roll a 30. So
It's a good roll.
Pretty solid.
roll.
46 for the flare wand, right?
That was
Yeah.
upstairs.
He's gonna deal
Does anybody want
12. I would love some
You're
more.
up next, so maybe wait.
Oh,
after
is
your
it
turn.
lies?
Shovel Knight deals 14
I lied.
points with his Time Aura, which is
Make sure I
exactly
did this.
what it had. And it bursts into flames
Oh shit!
and it dies.
Oh shit!
Is the plate armor still there?
It is.
Is it gross?
Is
Is
it
it
Looks
magic?
like that. It's a smattering of armors with a bucket helm. There's chains and there's also skulls. I don't know if you can see that. Those are human
Is it
heads.
plate
Oh,
mail
okay.
though?
It says clad in plate armor, but it also says AC 17.
What's his dex though?
Oh, you're right. It's -1, so it's plate armor. If you want to remove this creature from it, you can attempt to wear this.
You guys do whatever it is you do. I'm gonna take this armor.
That's
All
cool.
right.
Patches, watch over me. Yeah.
That's scary. I was surprised.
That was
As
unexpected.
you do that,
Yes.
you notice that what is inside here is just a horrifying Frankenstein stitched together of various skin colors and patterns and textures of different creatures have been stitched together to create this, and then it has been basically smushed, and just this armor has just been like pressed on around it, and the chains are actually there to hold the armor on because the different sizes are, it just doesn't fit. And like when you look at the face, it's like it's a snake-like eye. It's like a bloodshot, completely blood red eye. The face is just, it's all, there's part of like a beard here. There's like, the jaw is reptilian here. It's just a weird mixture of things together that create this thing inside the armor.
Okay. And the armor itself is kind of shitty?
It functions as plate mail, but
Okay.
it is not a singular suit.
Okay.
It is patchwork pieces.
Wouldn't be
Okay.
valuable.
No, it wouldn't be worth anything.
Selling.
No.
Will it provide protection?
It would provide
would
the
provide
equivalent of plate mail.
Okay. Then I'm going to keep
But
doing
it-
what I'm doing and quickly do one of these.
Yo.
Look at this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, the armor is mixture. It is functionally plate mail, but you can see that the pauldron doesn't match, like
Okay.
the breastplate doesn't match the gorget. It is all different.
Yeah.
Gorget,
Alright.
technically. But,
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that while you guys probably trigger
around
another
too.
trap.
Probably. Does his spirit guy say anything since this is the enemy of him?
no.
No.
I wonder what's down this well.
You look into it, you can see the bottom. It's a foot down.
Is it water?
It's
Just
the
water?
bottom's a foot down?
Yep.
This guy came through magic.
Yeah, it's just a pool of water, seemingly.
Shit, I thought it was deeper.
You put your finger in, it's water.
Oh, you can wash your armor off in here.
There you go.
Something. You see any of the secret doors in here, man? Like off to the left or right?
Specific.
Goes, yes, sir, right there. And
Ha!
points to the other secret door, because this room was basically a room with the pool here in it.
Right.
And there's another door that leads further, and it continues
shit.
down.
Alright.
So,
We wait for Bill to
Well,
finish.
yeah.
while he's doing that, I'll describe the room. Do you want to go grab coffee?
Yeah.
Wanna grab me some coffee?
Then-
I like
Thank you.
coffee.
I was
You
going to
have
say, if
enough
there's any
points.
left over.
Oh, yeah, I'll hold on.
But I still have like this much Mountain Dew.
I'm good.
So you guys go.
Good?
You guys go.
We'll make more. It's
Good.
fine. We'll make
You
more
want
later.
some?
Whatever's there after you give you intense up, I'll have that.
Okay.
If anything.
You want
Yeah, the usual.
Really?
A little something.
any sugar?
He wants a sweet.
Is there sugar? I don't know.
I don't know. Just
There
a
is
little
somewhere.
lightener. That's
Okay.
fine. Make it a
Black
little
for
lighter.
you, Tim.
Yes, please. Thank you, Celine.
It's 7 sugars.
So, as you finish and you kind of peer down the hallway there, 3 archways overlook a circular chamber where a spiral staircase descends into darkness. The staircase walls are lined with unlit torches and iron sconces and set with niches containing moldering human skulls and bones. This circular hallway, you come in from the one archway. There is an archway that leads to a door straight ahead, an archway that leads to a door to the right, and then the spiral staircase that continues downward with the unlit torches. The room itself, though, is lit by a torch.
Ah. Uh-huh. This is scary. Bill, this is scary down this aisle.
What?
Down this hall, down these stairs? Looks scary now.
So it's a
Look at
spiral
it.
staircase going down. You've got a door in front and a door to your right.
Right.
2 hallways. They are 15 feet long that end at a door.
So we go down the spiral staircase, right?
You got 2 doors as well.
I guess we should check out the doors first.
Sure.
All right.
We're not.
Do these doors look different?
I mean, they
From
are.
each other?
They're stone doors. They don't seem to be. There's no like specific iconography on any of the individual doors.
I mean, I'm gonna be here for like
10 minutes.
no. Well, 10 minutes to take it off him. 10 minutes to
put it
take
back
my
on.
armor off, or 5 minutes to take my armor off, and then 10 minutes to put his armor on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be here for like 25 minutes.
I could just wait.
All right.
But if we could just wait for 25 minutes, and I'll watch guard invisibly.
Sure.
I mean, you could help me.
Shovel Knight will help you.
Thank you.
I don't know
Sean.
anything about heavy armor.
Shovel
armor.
Knight does.
It's fine.
Honestly, I got
Thanks,
9
Sean.
strength. I feel like I wouldn't be much of a help anyway. I'm like, oh, this is kind of heavy, guys. How much faster can he do it with shovel knight?
Yeah. Thank you.
Cuts it down to 5.
There was no coffee left.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, he
Shovel Knight, thank you so much for your help.
says,
Pass that to Tim.
no problem. He says, I believe we should check one of these doors before we go down, because if we did go down before, one would think it's the same level.
Yeah.
Would make logical sense.
Makes
If
sense.
we didn't want to go down there before because of
Oh wait,
purple eyeballs.
What's happening?
we're listening to Shovel Knight. He has some great advice.
Yeah. There's a
And
spiral
my
staircase
AC just went
down.
up by 2.
Through the secret door?
Yes,
Okay.
but there's also
By 1?
a hallway with 2 doors. There's one
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
straight and one to the right.
Yeah, you're in it. Your circular
There's none to
chamber.
the left.
No, it's
The closest thing to left is straight. Let's go through that one.
right, because to the left is the spiral staircase, right? Because it's
So we went through a door.
Mm.
There's a hallway with a
there's
door.
it's a
another
circular
hallway.
room.
Okay.
Spiral staircase
Goes.
goes down, door ahead, door to the right. You guys are going
Gotcha.
straight.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Carrot, quick question.
Yeah.
Do I look more intimidating now with my piecemeal armor than I did with my demon armor?
This is piecemeal. Yes.
Yeah?
it has a bucket helm. You don't have to wear it.
I'm not gonna wear it.
Oh,
But it does have spiked.
You want it?
Yeah.
What? You have the helm.
All right.
Buckethead.
Alright. So, candles dimly illuminate
I like
a
the
cluttered
cheese.
office. A
Could be real bad
skeletal.
for sneaking though. I'm sorry. I was still commenting on his armor.
Well, that happened in the past 5 minutes. 15 minutes that this happened in.
Okay.
Candles dimly illuminate a cluttered office. A skeletal songbird rasps at you from a filthy cage in one corner. Other furnishings include a wooden writing desk and a tall-backed chair. Anatomical drawings sketched in charcoal hang on a wall behind the desk. Seated in the chair is the shriveled corpse of a humanoid wearing moldy robes and a bronze mask sculpted to look like a frowning visage. Around the figure's neck hangs a black skull-shaped amulet, and a number of severed hands crawl on the desk and floor around him.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Is he moving at all?
He's not moving currently, but he seems to not be dead.
Yes.
Oh.
And he obviously sees us because we just opened the
You
door.
just opened the door.
Wow.
I'll be like, I'm gonna ready an action to shoot him in the face. But then I'm gonna be like, hello, how's it going? You speak common?
He looks up at you. You see all the hands like sort of come to attention.
Oh shit.
He's got 7 of these severed hands crawling around on his desk.
Like again from Evil Dead.
Like that. That's what he looks like.
Like hands.
Like
His
hands from
visage,
Evil Dead.
his sad bronze mask.
I put on my gold mask too.
Oh, now you're just showing off.
I put on the black feather mask from before. Over the bucket helmet.
I put on nothing.
So what did you say to him? I'm sorry.
He said,
Cacao.
hey, what are you doing here?
He says, I'm working.
He works here.
This is my office.
This is his office.
Oh my god, you can't just ask me what they're doing.
You can, anyway, what are you working on?
There's many journals. I keep a lot of notes.
Ah, cool. Do you do any...
I'm sorry. This was terribly rude of us. We barged into your room and didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Bill.
This is Bill.
This is Carrick.
He's being...
This is Murray. And this is my best friend Patches.
And also this is Shovel Knight.
Thank you.
You introduced... Yeah, anyway.
I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shovel Knight.
He says, that's all right. It's fine.
Anyway,
He says, my name is Withers.
Withers. Ha!
Do you find that funny?
No, that's how I respond to things. It's just a weird tick I have.
Make a deception check. Piece of shit.
Oh.
He didn't do great.
4.
Oh, he did better than that. He looks, and you see some of the hands white knuckle on the table.
Ta!
Well,
I
didn't know it didn't work.
You're done.
You just Withers? One name?
Yes.
Everybody.
That's what I go by now.
Oh.
Alright.
Would you go by before?
And he kind of looks like wistful, like he doesn't remember.
Oh.
How long have you been working here?
He says, a long, long time.
Figures.
For Acererak.
He kind of like looks at you again with squinty eyes, and he says, yes, my master.
How is he as a master?
He says, I've learned a great many things.
Yeah, makes sense.
Nice.
When one has as much time as undeath grants, one can learn many things.
It seems like one of the big advantages.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to study for an eternity under his tutelage.
Yes.
What more could a scribe ask for?
I don't know. I now ready in action instead of shooting him in the face to move behind these guys if those hands jump.
Now he says,
forward or move forward.
You 5 Patches.
Yeah.
You 4 specifically. You come from outside.
Yep.
I must say I'm so curious of the inner workings of the lands and the history and what's happened. I haven't seen the outside of the tomb in I don't know how long. What goes on in the world?
Oh wow, there's
Like
been
the
so many
whole
The current affairs of Cholt and any you seem foreign. Do you have knowledge of foreign lands?
Land beyond, yeah.
Yes. Tell me, what do you know? And he pulls out a fresh notebook and like an ink pot and a quill, and he's very excited.
As an anthropologist, I'm very excited about this. This is the first time anybody's shown any interest in any of my knowledge.
You're a what?
Yeah. We never talked about it. Things were... But I want to talk to him all about Cholt, and I want to tell him about Port Nyanzaru, and I want to talk to him about the rumor of the airship that was going around.
And again, the mask is on, so you can't really see his facial features, but the body language is that of someone who studies an eternity and basically has been in the same library, and you just brought him like 100 new books, and he's like,
oh yeah,
diligently writing, and he'll sit there and he will absorb anything that you have to say, and then, well, he knows of turtles, but you're like a fish guy, and that's different. So anything that you got, he will take in all of the information.
Yeah, I'll tell him about, being a Triton, coming from Triton land.
Good old Triton land.
Yeah.
Tell them all about turtles.
Yeah.
our culture,
Nice.
my
Like-
tribe.
We're very, very into honor dragons.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell him about Chult now because I live
Kind
here.
of, kind of dour. We're kind of a dour people.
Mm.
Yes, dour.
Underwater. Don't like merfolk.
Oh no.
No, they're bad.
Yes, quite.
Also, reef sharks.
Ah,
Sometimes-
sharks. Yes.
While he's
Sometimes they're a pain.
while he's talking, I want to surreptitiously look around this room for anything of seemingly magical nature.
Dragon turtles. Oh, dragon turtles. They can ruin your day.
Ah, yes. There's the one in Chult.
Yeah,
Day of
yeah.
Chult, Aramag.
That's
Yes.
we actually me and my friend we came through the Bay of Chult. He's dead now. He got killed by a dragon in a cave.
Ah, yes. Where?
There's like left of here. To the west.
Ah, yes.
To the west. Garrett, what was the name of that cave?
Left of here?
Yeah, the left of here, yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. The map at his left.
Yeah.
But...
What was the name of that cave, if you remember? It was with the people.
Yeah, I know.
Mushi was there.
Yes, I
Remember?
remember. I do remember that.
Yeah,
Let me see
Mushi
if I
was
have my
there.
map.
Mushi, yes.
yes.
Who's Mushi?
He was our guide.
What
I have the map too.
He was a dwarf.
kind of dwarf?
I never asked.
He's an albino dwarf.
Ah, yes. I'm quite familiar.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot about no, not really that he was an albino dwarf, but just
Yes.
really you know a lot of albino dwarves?
More
Or know
than-
a lot about?
And he, and it's like a throaty, dusty chuckle. That's
Ooh.
like dust kind
Ooh.
Oh, I'm all too familiar. You see his
Well-
eyes brighten a little bit behind the mask.
Well,
and
my
he
friend, the dead one, my dead friend, my friend who's dead,
Yeah.
he was a wizard, and for some reason didn't learn the spell Absorb Elements. I don't know if you're familiar with that spell.
He goes, "Oh yes, what an idiot."
Yeah,
I
didn't
mean,
have
I'm
it.
sorry for your loss.
Yeah, no, it's so like
Yes.
yeah, he got killed by dragonfire when he could have not been killed by dragonfire. That was his other
He
option.
was-
He goes, "In my experience, if you cannot be killed by dragonfire, you shouldn't."
That's the option you should pick.
What were you doing? I'm sorry. You were looking for things that were magic.
Yeah.
You don't have detect magic up, but you were.
I'm eyeing it out.
Okay.
Looking for,
Things
Alright.
that look
things
mystical
that
in nature.
seem vaguely magical around here,
Uh,
or of high value.
All right. So go ahead and make me a
Because money is one of the best
perception check
magics.
or an art perception check to see things. But if you're looking specifically for things that may be magic, I'm going to make it an Arcana check.
I'm gonna go for perception then.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. 24.
Okay. Well, things that seem of interest. The black skull-like amulet that he wears around his neck. You see again he has just stacks and stacks of these journals that he's been writing. Could be something useful potentially contained in one of those.
Okay.
And the book. There's a large book on his desk, a thick tome that is open on his desk. Next to another black leather book with gold clasps.
Do they look like they're spell books? Do they look at all similar to the book that we got from the other wizard?
No, because as you would know, all wizards have different spells.
Yeah, but like, I mean, magic runes and stuff, like looking at it.
I mean, the one book is shut, the other book is open, but yeah, it's pretty much all. You can see he has basically like a songbird it's a skeleton songbird, but
Oh,
it's still
it's
like
still
chirping
singing?
and like in a cantankerous nature. So that's the wording we have to describe the bird.
Oh.
All right. It's a
Tame,
cantankerous.
but cantankerous.
Also, Inomu upstairs.
Yes.
Yuan Ti took over.
Yes.
Snake
As
folk.
DC. And he writes, he's, yes.
You ever been to like Mabala
No.
with the ghost witch?
No, I've never been there.
No.
Oh, Nanny Poo Poo.
Nanny Poo Poo, yeah.
Nanny
So
Poo Poo
I-
lives in Mabala.
Since I've heard the name, yes.
Have you known the city of Mesrel?
I've heard of it. Yes.
How long have you been down here?
I don't know anymore.
Long time.
A long time.
Hard to keep track of days without sunsets.
Also,
That's romantic.
when you don't need to eat or sleep, time loses all value.
That's
So you're just
pretty
awake
weird.
in this room
I have
forever?
I have my work. I can go about the temple. I have my work.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Keeps me busy.
Hobgoblins are a thing. I don't know if they were a thing.
I mean, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then my friend, he was the dead one. He was a
Well,
hobgoblin.
apparently they got a thing.
Oh, cuts like a knife. Like, well played, but also too soon.
That's right.
He died like 3 days ago.
It was a little longer than that.
It was like a week ago.
Yeah.
I gotta use the sleep, so time means something.
So he's been basically jotting things down the entire time.
Shovel Knight, anything you want to add to this tale?
Shovel Knight will describe to him the intricacies of shovelry.
Okay.
And things of that nature. And he seems interested as well in this. Any information that he can gather. He basically, you guys are there for, we'll say probably for about like an hour at least, in the process of everybody regaling and him scratching and going back and saying like, oh wait, let me get that again.
Talking about like populations of water deep and stuff.
Sure, everything that he can gather, and then he finishes and he sets the quill down and he kind of like rubs his skeletal-looking hands together and he kind of rubs the outside of the mask. Doesn't have any.
I'm ready in action to shoot him if
and
he
then
does
he
anything
says,
suspicious.
He says, "Well, this has been quite wonderful. I never expected to get any additional information at all from anyone entering the tomb, but I regret that I must inform you that you all have to die." I need everybody to roll for it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Sounds like our luck.
Alright, cool.
22.
17. Do I get to use my ready to action?
Oh.
I don't know. What was you ready for?
I was ready to, if he did anything suspicious, shoot him.
I mean, were you suspicious that he was gonna...
Yeah.
I mean, was it... I feel like you thought he was gonna kill you the whole time.
As soon as, yeah.
So was that really suspicious?
Right at the end, yeah.
Yeah?
As soon as he said, regret to inform you. It's like,
That's
that's cool,
suspicious.
but... Shoot you in the face, winner.
Like, I hear
It's
what
like
you're
Eldritch
saying.
Blast.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Bill?
17, actually.
17, Carrick, you know.
17.
22.
22.
Wait. What's your dex, Carrick?
9. So roll off?
Mine's an 8.
I'll go first. Now, because I have advantage on my... Oh, no, that's my passive initiative. Would be a 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense. But instead
so,
it was.
Sure, you can
My passive,
go ahead and launch your
My passive initiative would be a 4.
attack at him
Cool.
if you so choose.
I'm going to sharpshooter him.
What's the likelihood
He hasn't
of
gone yet in
getting
combat.
shot
So I'm
anytime
gonna
soon?
shoot it.
Oh, we just chatted for an hour, so probably not very high.
27.
To hit?
Yep.
Bang, how
that
conservative.
hits.
How
Alright, cool. I'm going to...
3.
yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah.
And he's undead, this guy.
Like, I'm saying, when we use one net,
Yes.
but I'm saying move
Alright,
both.
so 32 damage.
Shit.
And then I'm going to shoot him again.
Just
Just the one? Just the
Just
one's
the one.
fair. Just enough to be like, oh! Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Well played.
I don't even know what that's from. He just says that a lot.
It's Firefly.
Firefly.
You say that a lot. It's from Sean in my
Fair.
mind.
Well, you should watch Firefly. It's better than me.
Fact.
I watched Serendipity. Was that the movie?
Serenity.
Serenity.
Serendipity is a different
I did the
movie.
same
That is
exact
true.
thing. I watched Serenity and never
Still
saw
never
the show.
saw it. Still never seen the show.
The show is fantastic, and if you watch the show, it makes the movie better because you
Yeah.
actually care about the characters.
That's
You
what it
actually
seemed
understand
like.
what's going on.
Yeah, it felt like I watched it. I missed like the first time I watched it. I missed like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and I was like, "Oh shit, I have no idea what's going on."
Yeah.
And then later I caught the first 10 minutes, and I was like, "Oh shit, I still have no idea what's going on."
Yeah, sure.
That's essentially how I felt when I saw it. I was like, that seems cool. I wish I knew what was happening.
All right, let's kill this guy in his hands.
Hang on, I'm just trying to see if his amulet does anything specific. I know it does a thing.
This is the exact kind of fight I like to be in.
I feel like it's not.
What?
I feel like it's not.
Fighting undead?
Oh, fighting very close is where my brain went.
Ah,
When does the Staff of Striking recharge?
Probably after a long rest, I'm gonna guess. So first up, so we're gonna put this here so we don't lose the page. Murray, because you are essentially
Daily at dawn.
Cool.
Murray, I need you to make me an athletics check.
How many recharges? You close it.
1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4?
And then you gotta make an athletics check.
Yes, please.
You.
Yes,
Me?
athletics
Oh.
check.
Thank you.
Because you're the athlete of the group.
Well. Or actually, I'm sorry, you don't have to make an athletics check. My mistake.
Oh,
what's your AC?
Never mind. Since I'm using the staff, I don't have the +1 shield, right?
Correct.
So 19.
But you have the bracers.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's +2. Is that right?
Yeah.
19? Yeah. Whatever the...
Make a note.
Mhm.
So-
Alright. Cool. So one of the hands grapples you.
Oh no!
One of the hands grapples you.
Oh no. Am I restrained also?
No, just grapple.
How big are these
Your
hands?
hands.
There are
does.
hands. They can grapple though.
There is familiar.
Doesn't make sense.
No one attacks Murray because Murray's being a jerk.
Being a jerk.
See?
Celine's just curious as to the logistics of all that.
It just
You
grabs
can
at
grapple
you.
and
It's
you
like-
can grab.
I just.
Yeah, you can grapple things with one hand. You can grapple 2 things if you have 2 hands. He's got 7. You can grapple 7 things.
So many things.
You're gonna take 5 points of slashing damage as the thing claws at your face with its gross, nasty nails. 19?
Miss.
Okay. And one's gonna get a 16 on patches.
What? Is it 16?
14 is his AC.
Yeah, 16.
So-
hits.
That is all of them.
No.
So they've grappled 3 of you.
Yeah.
And then it is Murray's turn.
So what does grapple mean?
But your
Grapple.
speed is 0.
Oh.
That means because he's on the other side of the desk, outside of your reach, you can't get to him.
I can't hit him?
He's got
Alright.
a 5-foot desk in front of him. You guys were walking around. You shot him,
Alright.
but you didn't have disadvantage on your shot.
I'm gonna...
So you can try to break the
yeah.
grapple,
But that's your action.
but that's your action.
Yeah.
Or you can just attack the hand. Yeah, smack it with the staff.
Alright. I'm gonna rage first.
Remember, you
That's-
have a limited number of rages per long rest. I don't know how many you've already used. I think you only have like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I
4.
think she's got 4.
And
The
you-
last
Oh,
time
wait.
we long rested right after the
Yeah.
wine thing, and
Right,
then we
and
had
then you
one
guys-
combat after
Right,
that.
did you use a rage in that combat? Because you just used one against the guy you just fought.
No, I don't think she
I
did
don't
because we
think
were
I
just
did.
getting shot with arrows.
ran.
I just
We
ran.
away.
Okay.
I think you specifically said you weren't going to raid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've already used one then. That one's gone.
So now we're down to 2. But then your lightning immediately shoots
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage this time.
Okay.
So they gotta do the save.
15?
Fail. I'm pretty sure. Because it's 8 plus pro plus con. So 4, 8, 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he fails.
So it fails. You take 6 points of lightning damage.
The hand dies.
Aha! Now I'm gonna go attack the guy.
Sure. But you are going to provoke at least one attack of opportunity.
Oh, because the other hand was. I'm gonna attack the hand
Okay.
that attacked me then.
Okay.
Would you bite the hand that feeds you?
Don't give me shit.
Wow, that's a good
This
point.
is reckless, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So that would be a 27.
Yes, you destroy the hand.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna go attack that
Alright,
guy.
then you go and attack the guy.
Ooh, gee, that's bad.
No, it's not
18?
anymore.
Yeah.
18 was good?
Almost nothing's bad at this point.
That's true. Do-do-do. Gross 10, 15 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, then it is his turn. Where was that necklace at?
That's your plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Shall I use sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that makes sense too.
Well, minus shield.
It's true. But I could just sharpshooter the first shot, and if he shields it, then I cannot sharpshooter the second shot.
That's right. My to hit is not very good.
No, you're.
He says, well,
+9?
as he seems
16
very weakened
Oh, shit.
by the attacks that you have done to him so far. He says, I am but a scribe, and a scribe's work must continue. So, while this has been fun, I appreciate my undeath more than anything else. So, the skull, the red eyes in the skull amulet flare, and he disappears.
Yeah, that's fair.
The claws are still there, the hands,
Right.
the 5 hands. Okay. Do you guys want to kill? They have 2 HP. You guys just want to kill these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, you kill these things.
Ah. Bag of holding. All his fucking books.
Do you want to look through them at all before you go anywhere?
Yeah.
Or cast Detect
Detect
Magic?
magic.
Yeah.
First.
Okay. So,
I don't know if I want to touch all these books.
Detect Magic reveals...
I bet you there's some real evil looking books.
Probably.
The one book on his desk. You saw that he grabbed the one book with the black leather and the buckles when he left.
Aha.
The other book is still there though. This is definitely magic. It has conjuration magic. Is the emanates from it. If you take some time to flip through it. Take time to flip through it?
Thank you.
Eric, why don't you keep looking around the room? I'll look through it.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep looking around the room.
Okay. If you look around the room, don't really see much. The bird is still there.
The dead one?
It's skeletal. It is still alive. It can't fly, but it is a rare bird, obviously. So you get the feeling that you may be able to sell it to someone important in Zaro, a collector of rare animals, if you want. Yep, can't die.
Try to make friends with it.
Oh, nope.
Fine then.
I grabbed it.
Be worth about 75 gold.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, here, you try me. You know what? It's just gonna give us away at like a real inopportune moment.
You're right.
Master of the Beast, talk to it.
Is it
Not
a beast?
It's undead.
Oh.
This thing's undead. I can tell because if I shot it, it would definitely die.
So yeah, as you guys look around the room, you all are looking around the room.
Yes.
The room is mostly just like bookshelves and an office. There's nothing too crazy in here.
This guy's such a dick.
He wasn't really that much of a dick.
He tried to murder us.
I mean, he's just doing his job.
That's fair. I feel like
It doesn't make it better. He's still a dick.
Yeah.
He used us for our life tales, and then
He also left the book with all that information. on
Yeah,
the
I
desk
take
when he
that
left.
information.
oh,
And then I
No
take
more
his other
information
books
for him.
and I bring them out to the fountain.
Do you look through the books?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you take some time flipping through the books,
How much time?
10 minutes through each journal, I will give you a thing.
Alright.
From a thing.
Take some time.
Wherever that went to. Wherever all my handouts disappeared to. I don't know.
I wish we could have got that guy.
Next.
we need someone with counterspell.
We are not gonna get that.
Next campaign, definitely have someone with counterspell.
It was not a spell.
Was it a?
The necklace.
Did
The
it?
necklace allows teleportation. That's not a spell. It's just you teleport 100 feet or whatever it is, 100 feet or something like that.
Doesn't. Apparently, it's not a spell effect.
It's not a spell effect. It is just a free teleportation, but it only works if you're undead. Otherwise, it could send you to hell or some other place. So if you guys took it and didn't know, you get to roll a percentile and see what happens to you.
Oh.
Maybe we'll do that after just to see where you guys would have gone if somebody tried to use it. So, You guys read through this stuff. You find this in one of the journals.
With his journal excerpts, the master returns with a marvelous gift on the day of my daughter's wedding. A cast-off creation of the gods, dead and not yet. And yet not. The all-seeing is blind to his existence, and the mother of illusions looks past it. Sweet irony, the master hopes to raise the creature to power by glutting on its soul. Or glutting it on souls. Oh, okay, shit. The master has brought the Soong sisters here to nurse it, and to help build the device needed to feed it. As for me, I am only saddened that my studies shall one day come to an end. I owe the master much for the time he has given me. I can only work harder in the little time that remains for this world.
What?
Did you not get that?
No, I didn't know what it meant.
Oh.
Like, I understood all the words. But...
Oh, okay. So, a cast-off creation of the gods, dead and not yet dead, and yet not. So it's the all-seeing is blind to his existence, and the mother of illusions looks past it. I don't know who that is, but apparently he hopes to raise the creature to power by glutting it on souls. So this is what he's feeding the souls into.
Yeah.
And he brought the Soong sisters, hags, to nurse it and to help build the device needed to feed it. As for me, I am only sad that my studies shall one day come to an end. I know the master. I know that's important. It's just him lamenting death.
But this guy was undead and he can live forever.
That's what he said. Dude, how recent does this one seem?
It's hard to tell.
Fuck, it's hard to tell.
You're not a crypto. You're an anthropologist.
Yeah, so I feel
you
like
study other cultures. You don't study handwriting.
That's fair. Some knowledge of older books. That's all.
Oh, is this handwriting similar to the one in the journal that we saw him write?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Xander's peeing.
Oh,
Xander
just peed all over that cat.
What the fuck, dude? Come on, Zan. Well, that is shitty. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, so what do we think that means?
What? I think that means that...
Xander just peed all over my couch downstairs and bust in the room.
I think that Acererak is using the soulmonger to gather souls to feed this
creature,
this cast-off creation of the gods, to power it up so he can use it to take over the world. Yeah. Or destroy it.
All right.
One of those options. Because he said
okay.
this world will come to an end.
That sounds feasible.
The end of the world, basically.
Have we heard about any cast-off creations like that?
I don't think so.
No, but we've heard about a lot of...
We've heard about a lot of gods.
A lot of different gods.
10 of them.
9 in Ooptao.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you heard of... Yeah, I guess that's true. Ooptao
and the 9 trickster gods.
The 9 trickster gods. Yeah. There is also some stuff about the history of Omu. A lot of the stuff that you guys are relatively familiar with, having heard and learned a little bit over time from Orvex and otherwise.
I wonder how that guy's doing.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight. Oh, you also find in your Detect Magic, this is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I said it's been 10 minutes, so it's not up.
It would have just... But before it went down.
Sure. I'll give you this. In the desk is a clear, like grayish gem about the size of your fist.
Ooh.
That is definitely magic, I believe.
Thank you.
Cool.
Cool.
Do we need to meditate on it for an hour to
Maybe.
identify it?
Well, let's put it in the pocket and then...
Wash my hands real quick.
Let's put it in the pocket and then see what the, Yeah, next time we take a short rest. See what it is.
Yeah.
Rather than rushing a short rest. Just
Yeah,
for the long rest.
Not right now. I'm saying at some point before.
You can only benefit from
Fighting.
one
A
long
day.
rest in a 24-hour period. So you
In
can't, like...
24 hours, we should
Yeah.
take a long
Yeah.
rest.
So we can't, like...
So we should bullshit for 24 hours.
Well, I
I
mean...
feel
Not
that's-
bullshit,
I feel
like,
like
do
that-
things.
I feel like that's not gonna work.
yeah.
Like, do things.
I'm pretty sure if we tried to.
But if,
Do you want
if
to take a
it-
long rest to get back rages?
Maybe.
You still have you still have half your rages.
I know.
We're not gonna...
That's what I'm saying. Not right
Alright.
now. I'm saying in preparation before we get to Acererak.
I would not mind taking a short rest, though.
Sure, if you want. I don't particularly have a need to, but if you want.
I need some healing.
Do you?
Yeah.
How bad are you?
I'm real bad. I did bad in that last fight.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna touch you.
Alright.
How much you down?
Show us.
I am down 63 health.
Oh, wow!
Yeah, I know. I got shot a lot in that last fight.
Wow.
And then I got hit by that big guy twice.
Here's 30.
Woo! That's great. I feel a lot better. And I guess I'll cast a first level cure wounds on myself also.
How many more first level spells you got?
One after this. Should shit save it, I think?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna save it.
Sorry, Enchantment Magic.
Enchantment Magic.
Translucent, fist-sized gray gem. That radiates an aura of enchantment.
Alright, we'll throw it in the bag of holding for now, so it de-attunes that guy if he was attuned to it.
Maybe.
Oh, I leafed through the magic book. What am
On the inside back cover of the book appears what appears to be a name.
Oh.
Komara Blackfire.
Can you spell it?
Khomara.
And then Blackfire.
Blackfire.
Have we heard that name? Blackfire?
Don't think so.
No.
Found her book.
It also seems to have
Magic.
a lot of weird, a lot of weird depictions of humanoids and different sizes, different shapes, all sorts of weird alchemical things that are beyond your comprehension. Perhaps with a short rest, trying to identify it, you would know what it does.
Let's keep going.
Alright, cool. We will go...
Other door?
Other door?
No.
From the
So we got... How much do I think all these books are worth? How many books are there total?
There's a lot of books. You don't know how much they're actually worth at all. They'd be worth anything.
Alright, I'm going to take a random smattering
Okay.
of some, and then I'm going to take the rest, and I'm going to bring them out to that fountain over there.
Okay.
We're gonna dump them all in the fountain?
I'm just going to stand up. It's only like a foot of water. Yeah, I'm going to dump his books into the fountain.
Well, that was mature.
He's evil.
Tried to kill us.
Tried to kill us. Had hands walking around.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with any of those points.
You also were able to gather some other information about the tomb,
Ah.
Love that.
Like the old tomb or the one we're in?
the one you're in.
Okay.
That Acererak murdered all of Omu's gods.
Oh, shit.
He enslaved the Omuans and forced them to carve a grand tomb under one of the cliffs surrounding the city. Devised all sorts of weird trials in the burial chamber. Loves riddles, illusions, traps.
No, really.
It's good to know this.
Yeah.
He
Wouldn't have figured
when
it out on our own.
when it was
Probably
built,
not.
he fed the slaves into a death trap to test its efficiency. Turns some of them into undead.
Nice, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So far, everything makes sense. I keep this book. This is not one of the books I put in the water.
It's a good book. For our very specific purposes.
Uh-huh.
Outside of this scenario, I don't know if it would be good.
Also, just in case we die, I want to carve a penis into his desk.
Okay.
So it's there forever,
Very mature.
even if we die.
It also speaks of Acererak is stumbling upon an Atrapal, which he brought to Toril, ensconced in a cradle within his tomb, which he began feeding it necromantic energy.
What's an Acererak?
An Atrapal?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know?
Volo's Guide to Monsters.
It's not in Volo's Guide.
Fuck, it's not Volo's Guide.
Alright.
I bet you that's the all-seeing. Oh, no. The cast-off creation of the gods.
It's an Atrapal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dead and not yet dead. Does that mean it's undead?
No. Because that would be dead.
And yet not. That's what it says. Dead and yet not. So it is both dead and not dead.
Oh.
As
Maybe
you
it's undead.
have read further through these novels, you're able to glean a little bit of information of what an Atrapal is.
Oh, yeah.
A ghastly, unfinished creation of an evil god,
Evil god creation.
cast
Nice.
adrift and abandoned long ago. Essentially, it was never alive, but it can't be raised from the dead. It's essentially like a
It's an
undead
aborted god.
god that he is feeding necromantic energy to try to transform it into a full deity.
Oh, damn.
That's a cool plan.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
yeah.
what you then intuit that may be what the soulmonger has been designed to do.
Yeah, that
capture
makes
the
sense.
souls of
Of
all
everybody
of
who
the dead
dies.
to transfer into this.
Atrapal.
Atrapal.
And bring it to life. But who are the Sown sisters?
What?
The Sown sisters, you know.
Oh, I thought it was Stone Sisters.
Yeah.
SEWN, sorry.
Oh, probably some people like that guy I found in the army.
Also,
This together.
he, which you, again can kind of put this together, that he wants this Atrapal to gain dominion over death, so that all it would destroy all life, so that only undead would walk the earth.
And whose souls would he absorb? What an idiot. What an idiot.
Well, he's basically going up to the world and saying, Gumra.
What does that even mean?
What do you mean?
What's Gumra?
What do you mean?
What is it? What does it mean?
Gumra.
Is that a Triton thing?
No, it's not a Triton thing.
What?
You guys have never heard of Gumra?
Ah,
No.
Nobody's ever gone Gumra
I spent
before.
my whole life on Schultz. Like,
Oh, it's like it's a very common thing outside of Jolt.
what is,
People go Gumra all the time.
Oh, he's Gumran?
what is,
Well, not
what
all.
does,
No,
what
it's
does
not.
that
It's not
entail?
a. It's not a trans. It's not
What
like
does
a.
going Gumra mean?
So anyway,
I feel
while
like
you guys are doing this, Shovel Knight,
And he's secret doors, shall I?
no, but he does see a loose tile on the floor
Oh shit.
that he pries up
Oh
with
shit.
his shovel. But as he does it, it breaks the shovel.
No, Shovel Knight. I know how that feels.
But underneath, he, with his hands, his shovel-less hands, he digs through the dirt underneath this floor tile.
He's so brave.
Do you want a hand? Shovel
Pulls forth what can only be described as a legendary
Snow shovel.
+3 shovel.
What?
Knight? Shovel.
Does it make a noise? As it.
Yeah.
Sling!
Yep. So this is a +3 shovel.
Do it again, Shovel Knight. Make that noise again. It sparkles. There's not even light in here.
And as he touches it, puts it spade point down, as it strikes the earth, a spark ignites and it shoots forth into the wall.
Gotten that shovel.
What?
Oh, I've gotten that
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
in the game. It's very good.
Wow, Shovel
then
Knight.
he's
That's
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah.
It says, yes.
Your shovel
It is.
senses were tingling.
How did you know that was there?
His
Yes.
shovel senses were tingling.
Well, can you let him speak for once? Shovel Knight, how did you know that was there?
Says, sometimes one must look in places underground, as shoveling is the only path.
I don't know what that means, but you seem happy, so good for you.
Can we dig out the floor right here?
He looks at you, and there's nothing because there's a T, and he says, no.
Alright, that's
All right.
fair.
Anyway, you guys gonna leave then?
I guess.
Is it okay? So we go back out, and then there's the circular room with the staircase.
Which
down,
now
and
you
one
can
more
go
door?
left. There's
Yeah.
another door
Yeah.
to the left.
We'll go left.
Heroes go left.
It's left now. All right, so this
Heroes go left.
old wooden benches and shelves along the wall of this chamber are covered with gears, chains, trap components, and cages filled with rats. Lit iron braziers hang by chains from the ceiling. Along the north wall, a step dais is set with a bulky contraption, an iron maiden of sorts attached to a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood.
Oh.
5 masked dwarves operate the contraption.
Oh.
Nope.
Let's just kill him.
Nope. Let's go.
These dwarves look like the other dwarf we saw
Yes.
in the tunnel. Is it undead?
Oh, yes. These guys.
There's how many of them?
5.
5.
How far away are they?
These seemingly albino dwarves.
Ooh. Like Mushrib.
Yeah, let's go.
As you recall, Withers told you he was all too familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Albino
him just
dwarves.
being weird. Yeah, let's go.
You also...
Because he has to be cautious.
Because it's right next to a machine that makes death traps. I don't want to go there. Sounds like a terrible idea. I'm not going over there. That's all I'm saying.
They all have battle axes and crossbows. Let's see. As you guys arrive, the iron contraption shudders as it opens, releasing a hissing cloud of steam. Through the roiling vapor, an armored figure wearing a bucket helm stomps into view.
What did I just say?
Oh, it's one of these
Exactly
guys.
what you just encountered previously.
We gotta shut this down.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of this room.
Alright, we're
No,
gonna
we
attack
gotta
him
kill
on
him.
3.
I'm
Ready?
not gonna attack him.
Alright, team,
I
here we
said
go.
let's
1,
Why don't we just go?
2,
Why don't we just go?
3.
Because they're gonna create
for
more of these
initiative.
things.
Yeah. Do we surprise them?
Assholes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wanna fight
We
it, come
surprised them. 21. And for Shovel Knight, none of my business.
20.
Bill?
13.
15.
I got a 13 and a 1.
Oh.
And if it wasn't for that 13,
What'd you
that
get?
1 would have been a 0.
20.
You'd have been like, well, I'm not doing it. I told you. There's the 13 unbalanced die.
Yep. 1 is on cunning die.
Nice.
I should have rolled teal die.
I'm excited for Shovel Knight to get his new. So how far away are these guys?
You guys come in. They are at the Iron Maiden.
Really?
They are
I cut it off.
5, 10, 15,
Is the one?
like
Is it
30,
middle?
35 feet, maybe 40 feet away at the most.
Alright, cool. Then, in that case, I am going to shoot one of the dwarves with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Not using a +1 arrow, just using a regular old arrow. That is a 23.
23 hits.
And he's undead?
He is undead.
Alright, great. This is pretty much ideal. So that's 16, 26 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him with sharpshooter again.
Okay.
Oh, double 12s. 20.
20 will hit.
Alright, and this time with Colossus Slayer because he's damaged. Nice. 12 plus 14 is 24 plus 10. No. Oh, yeah, 14. That's crazy. So that's 20. Because of the undead. So that's 12 plus 14 is 26 plus 10 is 36.
Okay, yeah, this guy is blown away. Completely.
Great.
Murray.
I'm gonna run in and attack.
Okay, there's the big guy, and
Okay.
there are 4 of these dwarves left. You can get to any of them.
I can get to any of them? I'm gonna attack the big guy.
Rage.
No. Because when's the next time we're gonna get a long rest? On the same.
okay.
Okay.
You just take half damage, that's all.
Huh?
You just take half damage. But we got surprise, so we'll see.
Alright. 23.
This is against the big guy?
Yeah.
Yes, that hits.
17.
Okay.
And then I do it again.
Alrighty, hit him again.
For a 31?
Yeah. That's
Pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
I think we can all agree that's pretty good.
Oh, that's not good though. For 11 damage.
Okay.
Just real quick, a total is 17 plus dex, natural armor?
17, no,
Yeah.
not 17
Flat.
17 flat plus anything else.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Sorry, yeah.
17 plus 2 for the
Right,
bracers is 19.
Okay.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
No bonus actions or anything?
I don't think I have any bonus
Okay.
actions to do.
Then it is Shovel Knight's turn.
Polar Master. This would be the perfect situation for it.
It absolutely would be. This one
With
time.
your quarterstaff upstriking as a barbarian.
So,
When's the next time we can get a building?
Shovel Knight is going to
We got a while then.
strike the ground from where he is, and a spark shoots out 30 feet in a line and hits the first guy, or is going to attempt to hit the first guy with a 26.
Yeah,
So
Shovel Knight.
yes, that's going to hit. And this is going to deal 7. This is a new guy. 7. And this is going to deal 15 points of radiant damage.
Oh yeah, Shovel Knight. Radiant damage. That's what we like to see.
And he's gonna do the same thing again. Oh, and that's 16 because he has Time War's Luck. So then he's gonna deal another 19 points of radiant damage.
Oh yes. Get him, Shovel Knight.
I'm gonna say because he didn't do anything, he's going to have action, or he's gonna have that all back because you guys sat around and talked to the dude for a while, for an hour, and he didn't really tell too much. So,
Sure.
He's gonna action surge, and he rolls a 3, but that still hits because now it's a 15.
Shovel.
And he's gonna deal 8. Yeah, he's going to basically the shovel sparks destroy one of the guys.
Nice.
Then he's gonna use his last spark at the
Big
big
guy.
guy,
Nice.
and he is going to still hit even with his 5. So he's gonna deal 19 points of radiant damage. That is his move. Then it is the big guy's turn.
But he's surprised.
He is surprised. Right. He just was born, basically.
Very surprising.
You guys all have crits
Oh shit!
from Katie, who just popped in the chat here.
Hey, Katie.
For everybody but me. Then it is Bill's turn.
Alright,
They're about 40 feet away.
Hop on Patches, ride up.
Okay.
Patches is gonna attack first.
Sure. Which guy?
One of those small guys.
Okay.
You do it, Patches.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Patches.
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 Patches is doing what kind of attack?
Bite, so natural attack.
So what piercing?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
for players is piercing.
Okay.
Maximum damage, and you can make another attack with disadvantage against the same target.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Maximum damage is 15.
So
Is he knocked
15.
prone?
Yeah.
You said
DC.
it was a bite attack though?
Yeah.
So bite attack doesn't knock him prone, it's the claw.
No, that you're thinking of
Is
Pounce.
Yeah.
Is it?
This
Oh.
is Direwolf.
Oh, he's dire. I'm thinking of a cat.
Yep.
So never mind. So he still has to make this. So that is.
So strength save.
Strength save is a pass.
Alright, and then
The next immediate attack.
Yeah. So you have an attack at disadvantage.
Hold on.
alright.
I did that
Will a
before.
15 hit?
Yeah, 15 does hit.
Yeah, it does. Go, Patches,
Woo!
go.
Go Patches.
6 with Wait, 9 damage.
Yeah. So this guy Patches tears the throat out.
Yeah,
Patches.
Yeah, Patches.
Like your
Is
style patches.
the big guy close enough where I could hit him? If we went after one of the little guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action, light up my sword.
It does not seem happy.
What's the command word?
Just a long hiss. It's Raznisi's sword.
It's like an explosion.
Oh, do I use the crit now? That's the question.
On this guy?
Yeah. No, I don't use the crit now. But I do roll the hit.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit the big guy?
Yes. AC 17. Alright. He's not seem happy about the fire.
Yeah. He's a flesh golem in
Do you want
armor.
You need the
No, this damages the fire.
Sure.
It's
Okay,
just
He's about to go crazy about fire. That's what flesh golems
12.
do.
12.
12 damage.
Basically.
Okay.
And second attack. Ugh. 13.
Oh, that will miss.
Yeah.
Clang. Then it's the dwarves' turn. They're like, oh shit, we're surprised. Carrick.
I'm gonna shoot the big guy
Okay. There is.
with sharpshooter.
So there are 2 dwarves left.
20.
Yes.
And he's taking damage.
Oh, yes.
So, Colossus Slayer. 9. And he's undead.
No, he's not.
He's not undead. That's right.
Construct.
Okay, good. That's fine. So 29.
Oh, just 29.
Just
I said so 29.
All right,
I didn't
anyway.
say just 29.
He's still up.
All right, well, I'm going to shoot him again then. How does an 18 look?
That's good.
All right, no Colossus Slayer this time. But max damage on the 1, so 18, 28.
He's dead.
All right.
He only had 5 health. Shovel Knight's turn.
I move backwards.
Who's left?
I dash away.
There are two
Two
of
of
the
the
dwarves.
little guys?
50 feet away.
Yeah. So
Oh shit, backpedal.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at it now. Been working on it.
Shovel
Enough
Knight
practice.
is going to. I'm just gonna keep Shovel Sparking because it does more damage. Gonna deal with it with garbage though. 12 points to one of the guys. He's going to Shovel Spark again for a 19 and deal 19 points. Hey, look at that.
Nice. Oh, nice.
If only.
2 and then minus 12.
See from the center.
Okay, that is Shovel Knight's turn.
The actual
Big
number
guy
is.
is
It all
dead.
just
Bill,
blends into
there
yellow.
are 2
Yeah.
guys left.
I have that same problem
shit.
sometimes.
Wait, did you skip me?
I think you skipped. Yeah, you skipped Murray.
Oh, I did. You're right. Well, go ahead. You can go.
There's 2 guys left.
I'm gonna hit one of them
Okay.
for 30.
Yeah, a 30 is gonna hit.
Whack.
And he's gonna take 15 damage.
Alright, he's dead.
I'm
One
gonna
more
attack the other one.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Bam.
This is with a
Like sound effect.
bludgeoning damage,
Ooh,
correct?
Yes.
So you bruise his already undead joints. He takes maximum damage.
Cool. So 18.
18 points.
Wait.
Did you add? Do
No.
you have brutal critical?
Yeah, but you get brutal critical. So every time you crit, you add an additional die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is a D8, which is just another 8, which
So
is its maximum.
16, 26.
Right?
Yep.
Wasn't it? Yeah. So 26.
Still alive?
He is. Not that you need to do it this time, but I will remind you, if things come up maximum damage, that's also not a bad time to pump in points from your staff,
Well, that's. Yeah.
because those would also be maximum.
Well, that's what
And
I.
crit.
That's why I. That's
He
saying
is
he's
still alive.
Then that's 6 more.
12 more.
12 more because it's. Wait, no.
Oh,
it's
no,
just
it's
max.
just not-
It's just
yeah,
max,
It's just
right?
max.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
6
excited.
more damage
I got excited.
from
You
the
did.
staff.
Okay. He is still alive.
Does he look hurting?
He looks pretty hurt, yeah.
They
Oh,
take care
and
of
he
it, though.
needs to make a con save. Which
Wasn't
is...
that your
No,
first
I'm not
attack?
raging.
No, he does.
Oh,
No, no,
yeah.
she killed the
For-
other one.
Yeah, I killed the
So
other
he
one.
fails hit with his bruised joints. He's disadvantage on his next melee attack.
And then
In case he needed more of a disadvantage.
Patches is gonna attack.
I'll let Patches take it out.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, Patches.
Alright.
Yeah, Patches.
Patches, this
You
is
got
a
this, Patches.
piercing.
Yep.
Mhm.
Patches is gonna deal double damage. Yeah. Doesn't matter because he's gonna die. Otherwise he would lose an
Roll it
eye.
anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh. Alright.
Poked an eye out.
16, 14, 17. An even 20 for Patches.
Patches kills the final guy.
Way to be, Patches.
Woo, and you were worried.
Not about them, about the machine behind us.
Yeah. I mean, like, isn't it better to not have people operating it?
Yes.
So,
That was before I knew what it did, and I thought it was a trap machine.
Mm.
And I didn't want to get near a machine that makes traps, because we trigger every trap we come across, and we
yeah, but then at
almost
least we know
die
where they are.
a couple
So,
of times.
What would you guys like to do?
I don't want to die to find out what a thing does.
That's reasonable.
You just have no interest in the world.
Okay, so there's this big machine, right?
I have
Mhm.
interest in seeing
And what else is in the room?
again.
There's this
Don't-
big
don't-
kiln,
don't-
like a
Murray.
forge.
Come on, Bill.
Okay.
Come on,
Did
Bill.
it look
And
like those
there's-
guys were making plate armor?
No, it looks like they're making these creatures.
They're-
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought.
They're fusing these
Body
creatures
parts?
to this plate mail.
Oh, gross.
And there is all of this
Do you
other
need
like
more
parts and
mag-
things around
plate
here.
All right. Is there any way we can disable this machine?
You can take a look around if you want. Take some time and then try and see what you can find.
Is there any molten metal around?
It is not a. It is, again, an iron maiden with a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. There is no metal.
Okay.
Break it.
No, it's not like a traditional
Yeah.
forge.
Yeah.
As you guys
Just a
spend some
forging
time
people.
to look through it, you basically find enough gear and all the pieces and parts to find the equivalent of 2 sets of thieves' tools,
Oh shit.
a set of alchemist supplies, a set of masonry tools, a set of smith's tools, and a set of artisan's tools,
That's neat.
amongst all of the junk.
All right.
You also
I can't use any of those either.
find this lantern.
Can shovel it?
Ooh.
Shovel Knight cannot. You find this. It seems to have a bluish glass with something glowing inside it.
Ooh.
Would anybody like to touch it?
No.
It's a lantern that has.
Something
Blue
bluish
glass and
glowing
some-
inside it. Yes.
Nope. This is a dumb idea.
Can I wait? Can I try and identify? Can I try and identify any characteristics with an arcana check? Arcana.
You can try.
I can try. Hey, look at that! 19.
Alright, and what were you trying to identify?
Just what its magical characteristics might be. If there's anything.
I mean, it's magic.
Yes, I can tell it's magic, but like looking at it and having dealt with some magical items.
Can you glean what it might do?
Have I ever seen anything?
You've never seen anything like this before.
like this.
Might kill us
before.
all.
Might kill
You-
us all.
There seems to be something, spirit of some kind, trapped inside the lantern.
There seems to be a spirit of some kind trapped inside the lantern.
No.
Is it a genie?
Don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
You touch it?
Don't do it.
Okay, touch
Okay, you touch it.
I stay within
Uh,
10
I'm
feet of
not
Bill.
helping you.
You see that there
I'm not
is.
helping you make another character.
You see
Uh-oh.
a spirit inside. It's a spirit of an elf.
Oh.
An elven warlock who will communicate to you. She speaks common, elvish, and sylvan. She tells you that she was slain 1,000 years ago by a Formorian. After her death, her soul inhabited this lantern. And that the company of the Yellow Banner found this lantern
Oh shit.
and
Those are
began.
those guys who's the staff, right?
began questing
They did.
No, I mean, yeah.
to had began questing for a way to return the Starfallen to life.
Ooh.
The fabled Eye of Zoltek was said to possess the power to raise the dead. The company tracked the jewel to the tomb, but perished without ever finding it.
The gem
Oh.
is the soulmonger. But Acererak corrupted it because he's a bastard.
Cool.
I don't know.
We're still
She will also basically tell you that the thing that you just killed,
Mm-hmm.
the flesh golem, was one of them
Ooh.
who was wielding her previously. And that this was Seward, which you will recall you had heard of
From the previous journal
correct
entries. That's a shame. Not
She
really.
remembers little beyond that, and she's basically oh, I'm sorry. She is the Starfallen. My mistake.
They were
She's
trying-
known as the Starfallen.
Okay.
Is what she kind of goes by. She doesn't remember her real name.
No.
But she's grown forgetful, and they were hoping to restore her to life with this Eye of Zoltek.
Cool. Well,
If that doesn't work, Nanny Poo Poo.
I relay all of this to you guys.
And for the most part, I guess I should also tell you, in the room you're in, there's a staircase that leads
Down.
upward.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the lantern with us.
You have the lantern.
So right now we have 3 magic items.
And for the
We
most
don't know
part,
what do.
you see there is tools and things in this room. You feel like you could potentially eke out a short rest by barricading the door. It seems to be you can destroy this kiln if you
Right.
want, this forge, so that it doesn't operate anymore.
I definitely want to do that.
So you can do that. And the staircase, well, you haven't gone up it yet, so you don't know where it leads exactly.
Right.
But the door you came in, you could barricade if you wanted to attempt to try to get a short rest in here.
Acererak must know we're here at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
And withers and whatnot. We
Right.
set up a bunch of traps.
Having people in here seems to be kind of the goal, so they can die via traps. That
Yes.
seems to be like his
His
jam.
Yeah, he
so
likes
I don't
that.
think we're gonna get attacked by him directly.
Yeah.
No. That would
He's
be
gonna-
kind of silly for him to do
Yeah.
that.
He would wait until we trigger a trap and die again. I'm sorry.
Almost
Die.
Yeah, we never died for the first
I
time.
was close. I've been close a lot.
Yeah, so have I.
I've been close more.
That's true. That's true,
Anyway.
but we've done our best to keep you alive,
you
and we've
guys-
succeeded.
Take.
That's true.
I would like
short
to take a
rest.
short rest so we can do some
Sure.
item
Okay.
checking out.
All right.
I'll check out this item.
So the book.
And then
Yes.
that.
The book.
You guys do get the short rest.
All right, sweet.
Um,
Here's some.
The book is a manual of golems,
Ooh,
clay golem.
cool.
So I will tell you what that does, but basically it gives you over time the ability to craft your own clay golem.
Nice.
What else did you guys have?
We had the gray sphere.
That does not identify.
Okay.
It's not a. It is a magical thing, but it is not a magic item. You don't know what it does.
All right, it's going in the bag. Hold it.
Sure. And the lantern, Celine,
Yeah.
is called the Ghost Lantern.
Lantern with a ghost in it. Very well named.
While holding this lantern, you can command the spirit to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet. You can use an action to order the spirit to leave the lantern and duplicate the effects of a mage hand spell.
Ooh.
The spirit returns to the lantern when the spell ends. If you fall unconscious within 10 feet of the lantern, the spirit emerges and magically stabilizes and then returns to the lantern.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Oh.
The spirit is bound to the lantern and can't be harmed, turned, or raised from the dead. So it says in here anyway.
Nice.
Casting a dispel evil and good spell on the lantern releases the spirit to the afterlife and renders the lantern non-magical.
Cool.
Cool. I'm gonna keep that with me.
Makes sense.
So,
Alright.
you are now. It's attunement.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Was the staff attunement?
Yes, the staff was attunement.
How many attunement slots do I get? 3?
I get 4,
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
because
have-
he used to be
but
there.
I only have 2 attunement magnets.
It's too bad we don't have that. Shield Sentinel.
Yeah.
What would we name him?
What?
I know he had a name. But
Who?
Zorn. Or whatever his name was.
Hmm?
The Shield Sentinel? I mean,
Shield Guardian.
Shield Guardian, that's right, not Sentinel. Anywho.
Cool.
Fabrizio.
Okay, that's fine.
Like your other steed? Or no? Who's
Yeah,
that?
Like the horse.
like the horse.
The horse, yeah.
The Murph's first horse.
Gotcha. For
Which he sold, I think?
maybe. Either way, so you guys have that. You're able to
Just
get
left him.
the benefits of the short rest. You
Wonderful.
can short rest heal if you so choose.
Did.
Alright, let's keep going, guys.
Alright, should we check up these stairs? Makes sense to me.
Okay. You go up these stairs. It leads to a.
See.
It's true. It leads to
Oh,
a
yeah.
secret door
Oh, shit.
that is outside the hallway, where you look to the right and you see the fountain that you drank from.
Oh.
On the left is was it Nang Nang Shrine? Oh, Valaka's tomb, rather.
Ah.
It's cool.
I back down?
And Shovel Knight points through the tomb. Says, "There's a secret door."
Oh shit. Well, we should
Out
go
of
check
that
that out.
Sure.
You guys go through there.
Ba-da-da-da.
Masks.
Mask.
Masks
I've had
on.
mine on
Okay,
this whole
so you guys
time.
put
I
your
put
masks
mine
on.
back in the other room.
Shovel Knight, don't forget your mask.
Unrelated, Katie, because you just mentioned talking that you said Murph left him in a city. Because I don't know if you've seen it. Murph's the lady now.
Lady Murph! Murphette. Sorry.
Murphette is now a
Murphette.
thing because Murphette got transformed by a belt
Ha.
into a lady.
With cloud giant strength.
Yeah,
He's the strongest lady alive.
literally.
Had all of his
Did you
teeth.
get the ring that
She
changes
had all of her
colors
teeth
and then turned blue.
and then lost one. So
Yeah.
now she looks like Murph. Still got the neck tat. Still a mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but,
just-
but,
but
it's,
it's
a
like-
lot longer, so it flops over on one side, so she just looks super trendy.
Super
I
trendy.
see.
Super strength.
But Manfred's dead, and so is Glavy.
Yeah.
You have no weapon.
Yeah. You're just,
As Jake laughs maniacally.
you're just using a stick. All right. So he leads you
Trials and
through. You
tribulations.
guys put on the masks. You go through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, okay, thankfully, so, yeah. So, what is everybody wielding at the moment? Just so I'm like everybody's got out what's going
Staff.
A bow.
Flame Tongue.
on. Okay, lit or not lit?
Lit.
Cool.
Hey,
As you
yeah.
walk through, gas explosion as the fire. I need everybody to make a dex save.
Oh, no.
As you smell as you open the door.
Does she see
Do
this
I
explosion?
See it
Yeah,
coming?
you see it happen. Sure.
Cool.
12.
16?
16's good.
Cool.
10's a fail.
12.
12 is a fail.
Patches. Did you add 4?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
16.
16's a pass. Shovel Knight has a 29. As Ted's rolling.
Things have been going so good for Shovel Knight lately.
It's funny how that works.
I'm happy for him.
Okay, so basically, I think what did Patch have?
Over a 16.
All right, yeah. So 15 was the number. So basically, everybody passes except for you. And you guys will take. Basically, you guys will take 11. You'll take 22 points of fire damage. As this goes off, and then you smell the gas. The smell of gas that you smelled only for a second has now dissipated.
Okay.
Did
Turn it
you
off?
put it out?
Put it out.
All right, so you come out into this hallway. This basically, it's this sort of a, this kind of, basically you're out in like what seems to be a river. You recall from the one area before you saw the grate that led down into a river.
Yes.
This is also, the gas is here. The gas has now been cleared. You see the river. It's not that deep. It's only maybe like knee to waist deep, depending on where you are. Continues to the right, and then curves back around to the left, presumably until under where that grate is, and then it goes. It kind of curves around to the right. That's what you see where you're at, because it curves. You have to move up and look if you want to.
Or we can follow it in there.
Yeah, you can walk in it. It's not like there's not a heavy current.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That's the important thing.
If you so choose.
Because I'm not strong like that.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Yeah.
Which way, left or right?
Not toward the grate.
No, so to the left. So water pours from cracks and seams in the rough walls of this cavern, whose floor is a muddy pool that flushes out into the tunnel beyond. Just above the pool's surface, a large treasure chest dangles from rusty chains embedded in the ceiling.
I shoot the chains. God damn it. And then I move backwards real fast.
Great. Thank you, Katie, for doing the letters. I saw your Discord messages, but we haven't really had a break. Otherwise, I would have responded to you. So I appreciate that. If you want to just release the one from yesterday, if you haven't already, just go ahead and do it. And then we'll retro the other ones. Or if you want to just systematically go one after the other, or whatever you want to do, you have control. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta figure out what's going on. It's okay. Make me an attack roll.
Has it taken an action in combat yet?
It's not a creature, so no.
How does 19 work?
You're shooting the chains or the chest?
The chains.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make me a damage roll.
18.
Okay. So, chest is locked.
It's Bill.
Not showing?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
why
shoot
not,
the
right?
chain.
You notice
Decent
that
move.
the keyhole is shaped like a cackling demon skull on the front. That's what the keyhole looks like. And as you shoot this, you can read the keyhole around it. It says, "I devour all but the greatest thieves."
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's leave that alone.
Check fails. Blah blah blah. This is for lockpicking.
Can any of us do that?
Nope.
All right. So yeah, that was
Okay, the chains break. The chest releases and falls into the water, where it sinks to the bottom of the pool.
all right. Well, that was interesting. Let's keep going. Right.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't want to touch the chest or nothing. I mean, we can't open it.
We haven't picked up any keys.
Nope.
I mean, as you watch it drop into the water, you say, "Oh, I probably could have just shot the chest and broken it open."
Yeah. Maybe.
You want to fish it out and then shoot it?
I can attack it underwater. I have a trident.
We might want to do it from a distance. We might want to shoot it from, like,
It's underwater.
wow, you can
You gotta
bring
take
it
out of the water.
up and out
Yes,
of the water.
it specifically says that
I don't want to touch it.
if you hit or
Mage
try to
hand?
pick a lock underwater, it's a disadvantage. But not with a trident.
No.
I'm
It
just,
weighs. You could probably get it close to the surface because of it's a wooden chest underwater, and Mage Hand is 5 pounds due to the way
Right, that works.
that works. So you could get it closer to the surface with the
Okay.
Mage Hand, because the pool is only. It actually doesn't say how deep it is, so I'm just gonna say the pool's 30 feet deep. So it's at the extent of the Mage Hand. So you can grab it and basically lift it up close to the surface, but at that point, someone else would have to get it.
Does it break the surface?
It
Water tension stops it.
yeah, because it'll be more than 5 pounds
Well,
of
because I was
tension.
gonna say, can we like
It's basically
turn
just
it so
below.
that the lock is facing up and out of the water, and then depending on how high the ceiling is, can you arc an arrow?
No,
No.
Oh.
I like where your head's at, but that's way too much stuff.
Fair.
Also, I mean, yeah, no.
It's fair.
You can get it to the surface, which, or like to just below the surface, and I mean it's chest. There's
Yeah.
handles on the sides. One could grab the handle and pull
Yank
it
it
or
out,
something
yeah.
like that if you
I
wanted
don't want
to.
to touch it.
Mm,
I don't think we should touch it. I'll hit it with a trident, but I'm not going to touch it.
Do we
grab
want
the
to
mage hand and,
pull?
like, pull it towards us so that it's in front of us, and then he can hit it with the trident?
We want to pull. I mean, if you want to go hit it with a trident,
Go
I'm
hit it with
fine
a
with
trident.
that.
Live your life.
But also, it
devours.
devours all but the greatest of thieves, and the greatest of thieves would not just hit it with a trident. Or would they? Are you the greatest thief?
No.
Mm.
I've heard of the greatest thief. He went by Chev.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, pull it out. Go hit it with the trident.
Go
Even
with it.
that's a great idea.
Because you think it's a good idea, I feel like I shouldn't do it. Because that's how this whole thing has gone. You've been like, this is a
Shovel
good
Knight,
idea.
what do you think we should
And
do?
I've been like, that's not a good idea.
Shovel Knight looks and says, "Do you want to get into the chest or not?"
Yeah, probably.
And he just goes over to it and he just fucking wails on it with the chest and smashes it.
There we go. What happened?
He bashes the chest open because you already, yeah, he just smacks it open. At which point you see like a fizzling out of magical energy around the lock.
Nice.
You look inside, you see that the chest is lined. As he hits it, it makes a clang, and you realize that the chest is lined with lead.
Ah.
Inside, there's 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
Aha!
A gold tankard embossed with a sad face.
Oh.
Oh.
Dibs.
Is it magical?
Kinda. Do you fill it up with anything?
No, I just like it because it was a sad face.
Okay.
The match is yours.
That was my point.
And a stoppered bone tube containing a spell scroll of remove curse.
Ooh.
That's awesome. Sad face mug. Wrote it down. It's mine.
Yes. I will let you know now. It's worth 250 gold pieces. But if you fill it, it smiles.
I don't fill it.
Well, yeah, just as you fill it, it magically turns from a frown to a smile.
What if you half fill it?
It's like a... It's like a straight face, yeah.
It's indifferent.
Yeah, and as you were to drink it, it gets sadder
Wow.
as you drink whatever's inside it out of it.
So it's showing what feelings you're getting rid of.
Essentially, I will tell you guys, because you destroyed the chest, it's a DC 22 check to pick the lock. If you fail, it eats the lockpicks.
Oh.
If you fail by 5 or more, you're teleported inside the chest, at which point it drops down to the bottom of the water because it's filled with lead.
Yeah.
And then basically you can't get out of it. Someone else has to break you out or you suffocate and die
Nice.
underwater.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Does sound about right.
Alright, let's keep going this way.
So that's that.
Alright.
You guys are going to go back the other way?
Where
Is
did
this?
we reach
Is
the
there
end?
more?
This is the
way?
end.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Okay.
pool is the end
Yeah.
of the
Okay,
this
sure.
area.
Let's
Then
go.
we go the other way.
Okay. Basically, you guys travel for like 300 to 400 feet
Travel,
back
travel.
through. You see the grate above. You keep going past. You go under some stone alcoves. Eventually, you come up to a staircase that leads upward to a door, and then a path that continues to basically straight ahead. Staircase up goes to the right, and then the path continues on ahead.
Up or straight?
Oh, I was gonna say straight.
Oh, gee.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Straight.
Sure.
Straight.
As you continue onward, the underground river plunges down into a dark, rocky chasm. Cold air swirls up from below like the breath of some monstrous creature. Through the gloom, you spot an ornate treasure chest resting on a ledge opposite.
How far away?
The hole continues downward. A lot.
Okay.
Basically,
All the way?
all the way to the bottom.
All the way down.
What you can tell,
How far away is the chest?
the chest is on the other side of this chasm. It is about like maybe like 20 feet across. On like an alcove, there's a chest there.
Is it heavier than 5 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh.
You could. I mean, do you? It looks like. Do you test it?
I mean, I'll test it out, like just to like lift it up, not to like move it off the ledge or anything, so that because I don't want it to go down into the hole.
I'm sorry. The ledge is 15 feet from the lip of the waterfall.
Huh.
Okay.
You could, and the wall is craggy enough that you could attempt to climb around if you so choose.
It's a terrible idea. We should
If you look down, you think that it's about 100 feet down to the base, based on the sound and the way the water.
Shovel Knight should try and jump across.
Why?
Because he can't take fall damage.
That's true. But he says,
No.
"No, thank you. I think I'm all right."
All right. Well, in that
I
case,
try to like
Shovel Knight.
mage hand it around the ledge.
It's
And
not.
not
There's not a
actually
ledge.
jump.
It's
What is
it's just like you would have to climb on the wall itself.
Take an arrow.
Like rock
Yes.
climbing. Gross.
I take a rope.
Yep.
Tie it around the edge of the arrow.
Mhm.
And then I shoot the arrow into the chest. Ha!
It's a mimic.
Ha! I shoot it again.
All right, you can kill the mimic. Basically, you get the feeling that the point of it was to get you over there, and then it was going to grab you and then you jump off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I really killed that mimic.
destroy you.
He's real dead.
That was a great one.
Thank you.
I appreciate that you did that.
I pull the rope back with my arrow and the mimic corpse.
Okay.
Try and give it like a quick little so it all just like pops out.
Make a strength check.
Ah, shit. 4.
You just break the arrow.
Ah,
Aw.
but I get the rope back?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I meant to do.
Let's go up those stairs that you mentioned.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to go all the way down to the bottom?
No.
This looks like it could be a shortcut all the way to the end.
Then yes, let's do it.
It's a
Alright,
100
check
foot
it.
straight drop.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
There could be a deep pool at the bottom,
There could be no pool at the bottom.
How do we get back up?
but there's a waterfall, so we couldn't hear anything that fell down.
Correct.
Fine. We'll do what you guys want to do.
Alright, we'll go back up
I
the
mean, we
stairs.
could light an arrow on fire and shoot it down.
We could light anything on fire and
Anything
just
on
drop
fire.
it.
Yeah.
And also, if there's water, it'll just go out. But
Once it reaches the bottom.
if it doesn't go out before. But anyway, so you go up these stairs.
Recently,
Yes.
I've taken fall damage when landing in water, equivalent to just regular fall damage. So I don't think I want to try this.
Let's read.
So up the stairs.
So you go up the stairs and you open the door and you hear skittering.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
no.
And you recognize
Oh
you're
shit,
in
I closed the door.
the room where the flame skull
Right.
child you murdered. Yep.
Child is a stretch. I close the door.
And your
We
spirit
go back
says
down?
to you, "You did this."
I did
That's
open
it.
this
That's
door.
it. That's it. And then
Alright.
there's silence.
Here.
Let's go
Back
back
through
down.
through the room with where the
Down.
monstrosity. Oh, you wait. What?
Back to the spiral staircase.
So you guys
Yeah.
go all the way back through masks on,
Yeah.
through Obalaka Shrine, down the secret,
that's right, we went
the
all the way
secret
through
steps into the room you were in.
Into the
before.
forge.
Into the
Yes.
forge.
Then back out to the fountain room.
So there's the spiral. So you come out of the forge. There's a spiral staircase going down.
yes,
Mhm.
that's
and
where we're going.
then there is the other staircase.
Is Withers back?
No.
I checked.
Alright, let's spiral staircase, or do you want to go back out to the main?
The spiral staircase.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, also I'll just tell you, the skeleton head that you put in here that you killed in the other tomb
Mhm.
in the bag of holding is gone. It
Oh,
was
shit.
just anymore.
Oh shit. Weird.
What?
The one skeleton with the wonky looking head
That we.
that you killed,
Yeah.
Carrick had it drop and fall all the way to the bottom,
Mhm.
so it clanked all the way down to the bottom level.
Yeah.
You found and killed the same one in the other tomb,
Okay.
Took
that-
its head,
and that
but now
disappeared.
it's gone.
Okay.
When we
And you saw that there was another one with a different shaped head
The
beyond
triangle.
the
Yeah.
bladed fan when you saw through the eyes
right.
of the tomb guardian that attacked you first.
Yes.
So,
Down the spiral
Downstairs.
staircase.
spiral staircase. Okay. Spiral staircase. Level 3. Okay, so you come down to the bottom of the staircase. to a door. Oh man, this is complicated. Alright, yeah, it looks like a metal door.
Okay.
So you go through the door? Because that's it. It's like you
Is
get to the base of the
tongue
stairs,
No.
and there's a door.
Okay.
Is it unlocked?
Do you test it?
I search it for traps.
Yeah.
Gonna make me an investigation check.
Shovel Knight, we always used to do this together.
No comment.
19.
Okay. It doesn't seem to be trapped.
I don't think it's trapped.
Alright.
I open it.
Okay.
I totally was, you loser.
Dumbass. This room is dark and dusty. A hulking figure wearing a bucket helm stands to the west with one hand on an iron lever set into the wall. The south wall is sloped and has a large rectangular window 5 feet wide by 7 feet high. The window looks into a hallway through a rectangular hole in the hallway floor and farther down into a well-lit room shaped like a cylinder tipped on its side.
Wait, re-describe that?
Yep, it's fucking complicated.
There.
A hulking figure
No.
wearing a bucket helm
Yeah.
stands to the west. So you open the door, and you're basically in a square room, right? And there's a door. There's a guy with a lever. It's a hulking figure with a bucket helm. The south wall is. Man, let me get you cardinal direction descriptions. So you guys walk into this room. The wall directly across from you, basically into your right is this hulking figure with a lever. Directly across from you, it is sloped and has a large rectangular window 5 feet wide by 7 feet high. The window looks into a hallway through a rectangular hole in the hallway floor, and farther down into a well-lit room shaped like a cylinder tipped on its side.
I'm gonna be honest, I still don't really get it that well. But, oh,
Like that.
okay, that makes sense. Alright, so, this guy doesn't see us?
I mean, no, he sees you.
Ah!
Um,
Oh, sorry, wrong door!
as soon as you do that, he pulls the lever.
Ah, shit.
Alright. Lever protrudes from a vertical slot cut into the northwestern wall. It rests in the up position. Pulling the lever activates the thing. So you guys are in the room. He pulls the lever.
Pull the lever, Crow.
So let's see. Man, this is a good one. By that I mean it's fucking complicated. So, the lever in area 38A is pulled. 3 hidden locks seal the door. A wall of stone spell blocks the rectangular hole in the ceiling, and the room begins to revolve. When that happens, all creatures present should roll initiative.
No.
Alright, 16. Ooh.
Yeah, I rolled real bad. I rolled a 6 and a 4 and a 1.
That's bad.
Phil?
14.
So, okay, you're up first. So, because you are not attached to a wall, flying, or under the effect of a gaseous form spell or similar magic, you are knocked about the revolving room. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please. With +4.
+4? Alright, 28.
Alright, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage
Why?
as you bang into the wall.
Oh.
While the room is revolving, an additional effect is triggered at the end of initiative count 10, so you're good. So, Bill.
Alright, cool. I am going to shoot this guy twice.
Oh, you shoot the guy. Sure, I'm sorry. I forgot that's the thing.
With sharpshooter.
Go ahead.
He is not yet acted.
No.
Oh, yeah. 19. 27.
Yep.
Alright. He's not
Not
undead.
undead.
These guys never are.
Nope. They never are.
Nope.
So that'll be 24 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot him again.
Sure you will.
Alright, and that'll be 22. And this time with Colossus Slayer, which is still garbage, 25.
25.
And then How far away is this guy?
Like 5 to 10 feet away. He's also being banged around.
Oh, okay, great. How far away is this lever?
Or
Or is it rotating too?
rotating too.
Can I reach it?
Oh no, because it's sealed off. So no.
And there's no visible exit in this room.
There is. Oh, this is so fucking complicated. I hate this room. I should have just skipped it.
Spend another 2
There's
hours
a
in
door.
trip. That was about to happen.
Hold that. But it's sealed,
Yes.
and the door that we came through is sealed also.
Correct.
All right.
There's a wooden, the wall of stone.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do my best to not fall over,
Fair.
and that's it. Stay
Dex
10,
save.
10 feet within 10 feet of Bell.
Oof. Bad. 7.
It's 11 points of bludgeoning damage. I don't know, what would you like to do? You can see the door. You don't see the door that's in this room. You don't see a mechanism for opening it currently. But you could attempt to try and either just attack the door or possibly attempt to wrench it open as you're being battered around. You try to either that or attack the door, whichever you want to do. Those are your options.
I am going to attempt to attack the door.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll against the door. It is a stone door, so it's got a decent AC.
Oh.
Which is
You
a
can
thing.
make contact, but can you damage?
18.
That will hit. What kind of damage are you doing?
Slashing.
It is immune to slashing damage as
Oh,
you hit into
Fire.
it. Fire as well. It's a stone door.
Radiant?
I did not.
Bludgeoning?
I did not activate the fire on my sword since I'm
After the
being
last-
battered around.
Fair.
A fire sword
That's
seems
a
like a
good
bad
move.
thing to have.
Good move.
Then I am going
Give yourself
to
fire.
attempt to.
Attack the guy.
He also doesn't seem to be attacking.
Yeah, I feel like he's done his like one move. Could I pull out a different weapon?
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out my belay pin
Use it as a club.
and use it as a club.
Go ahead and make an
Attack
attack.
the door.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
7 damage.
This seems to put a little. Seems bludgeoning damage works.
Ah!
Okay. Then Shovel Knight rolled a. He rolled low. So then on initiative count 10,
No.
something happens. I can roll, or I can have. It's a D20. I can
Mhm.
roll, or I can have one of you guys roll. Your choice. I'm supposed
Shouty
to roll,
not.
but I mean it may happen multiple times. So
I'm not gonna roll.
Moose.
okay, because then I'm rolling.
Okay.
I'm rolling orange die.
Is that a good thing?
Maybe.
We don't know.
All right, too late.
All right, too late.
1. All right.
The worst thing.
So the demon face exhales jets of a soporific gas that dissipates quickly. Each creature in the room
Hold my breath.
that is not immune to the poisoned condition must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Can I hold my breath?
You didn't see this happening because you haven't acted yet, so no, you can't. You all have a-
Natural 20.
That's
Oh, look
good.
at that.
Was it a con save?
Con save, yes.
+4 from who, right?
Shovel Knight is
Oh,
good.
gee.
19.
19.
16?
24 patches.
And you had a natural 20, right?
Yeah, so that's a total of 27 for me.
Sneaking in on 30. Good feeling.
The oh, he's immune to poison. So nothing happens.
Cool.
Oh, what's that?
Woo!
Alex down. Oh,
It's Shovel Knight's turn. He's gonna make a save. He's gonna pass, so he's gonna take 6 points. He's gonna use the bludgeoning of his shovel to hit the door. It's gonna definitely hit. It's gonna deal 13 points to the door.
Yeah, good job, Shovel Knight.
He's gonna go again.
Do it again.
And he's gonna hit again. And he's gonna deal another 15 points to the door.
Bust it
He's
open.
Not gonna, it doesn't break yet, but he's not going to action surge just in case.
That's fair.
I'm gonna attack the door recklessly.
Okay, you have advantage.
Maybe she can knock it prone. Oh no, she's
26.
using like weapon.
Just not
That
using
hits.
the axe.
Yeah.
18 damage.
The door crashes open.
That was so reckless.
Whoa.
It was.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's it.
The door breaks open. You can get out if you want. Oh, you also have to make a deck save.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot to do that ahead of time.
Did I see the room
Yeah,
starting to
you saw the
revolve?
room spinning and everybody else bang into it. You can kind of get an idea that this might be something.
Ooh, 20.
Alright, so you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. If this lets you get out. Man, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you are able to exit out of the room because you were in the revolving room. That gets closed off. Okay, so yeah, you can stumble out into this next room if you want.
Yes.
Okay. A 15-foot wide, 15-foot deep pit dominates this chamber. At the bottom of the pit, an 8-foot tall clay figure stands motionless beside a stone treasure chest. A silver key hangs from a cord around the figure's neck. 2 9-foot tall stone statues stand atop plinths on either side of the pit. A third plinth against the south wall stands empty. One of the statues depicts a hooded, bearded male figure with his left hand held high, index finger pointed up. The other portrays an armored male knight with his gauntleted right hand extended, his palm facing inward toward the knight. That's what you see.
My book almost fell, but I caught it between the legs.
I was actually I was waiting for the bang, and I didn't hear.
So, you still have your movement. Some of your movement.
There's only one way to go.
And in this room, you see
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
see
I don't
that,
really
and then
think
to
until you
the
did.
right, you see a hallway leading out of that room, and you see in like the one corner the purple gunk that you
Oh,
remember
okay.
from
So
before.
this is down there.
It's an eye-filled purple gunk.
Well, why don't you just
So
move
right
over?
hallway is purple gunk. There's a pit,
Yeah,
a
it's-
statue with a key around the neck.
There's a golem with a key around
Well,
its
like
neck.
yeah, a golem with a key around.
And then
its neck.
2 other statues and an empty plinth.
Yes, 2 9-foot tall stone statues, atop plinths, an empty plinth, and then the clay figure has a silver key around its neck, and it stands next to a treasure chest.
Okay.
Move into the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit into the hallway, like kind of still in the room, but
Okay.
still there, and I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
And hopefully these guys come through.
Okay. Then it is
That'd
the
be cool.
golem's turn, and he doesn't do anything.
Alright.
He just gets banged all around. Carrot.
Dex save?
Yes.
15.
It's enough. 6 points.
Alright.
You're able to kind of roll your way out of the room.
Great. I turn around and shoot the guy.
Okay. Do you leave the room, or you stay in the room and shoot the guy?
Can I stand at the end of the room, like in the hallway a little bit, and still see in?
Nah, because if you do, you might risk hitting one of your teammates because the room is constantly spinning.
Alright, cool. I will stay in the room while I shoot him and then leave.
Okay.
Alright, I will shoot him twice. Has he taken action yet in combat?
He took his turn. He didn't do anything.
Does that mean no?
I mean, he took a turn. He just didn't do anything.
Yeah, but it says they have to act in combat. Anyway, I'll just shoot with sharpshooter. 21.
His act was to not act.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
fair.
that hits.
Alright, and he's been damaged, so 10, 30.
Okay.
Trying.
And then I'll shoot him again with sharpshooter. And that's a 2.
That's a miss.
Oh.
Yeah. That's an 11. That's fair. And then I leave. I'll go
Okay.
stand next to Murray. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You see all of these things
Great.
that I just described. Bill, next save.
Go, Bill, go.
I don't know why I rolled 2.
One
I
for
can't
patches.
count either of those.
Yeah, patches.
Natural 1.
So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Bang, 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 bang.
Ow, ow, ow.
Do you? Now you have your options.
I'm going to exit the room.
Okay, you do. You're gonna wait, or you're gonna. You can. You see all of the things. You can make me a religion check.
Nine.
You can keep trying, maybe later.
Alright.
Then it's Shovel Knight's turn, but before that happens, jet of sparkling dust exhaled. Shovel Knight passes, so he is not blinded by the dust. And he rolls out of the room after he takes his 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, yeah, the room continues to rotate behind you. You guys are now in this.
And that guy just tumbles till he dies?
Yep.
I think he was immune to non-magical damage.
Yeah, he just tumbles around constantly.
So he just tumbles forever.
His job was to pull the lever.
Alright. Can I shoot him till he dies?
Why? It's a waste of arrows.
Practice?
Anyway,
You're
so
good.
you're in this room.
Can I make another religion check?
Sure.
Can I make
You have Moa.
Yeah.
Moa warns you that adamantine or magic weapons are required to harm a clay golem.
Ooh.
22.
Did you guys know adamantine or magic weapons are required to
22?
harm a clay golem?
The creature with the gauntleted right hand extended, you recognize to be a representation of the god Torm, god of courage and self-sacrifice.
That's Torm.
And the other one with the hand pointed up is Azuth, god of wizardry.
It's Azuth and Torm.
Shovel Knight says, "That third plinth is empty. Someone should stand on it.
I jump up
It
there.
must be empty for a reason."
Oh, wait. Murray, you look like you could be a god. Go on up there. I ready in action to shoot this other clay golem with the necklace. If it makes hostile action.
What were you doing?
You get strike pose.
Yeah, you can go on the plinth.
Okay.
Strike pose.
As you get closer, you realize that the plinths have the ability. They are set on rotating things, so they can be rotated.
Oh. I mean, Mary's already been told to turn to stone once, so not a big deal if it happens again. I see that much you're going.
Well, don't we have the scroll to remove curse? Would that work in that situation?
Potentially.
With the
Sorry, I just want to make sure what happens.
Parapet
You
of
climbed
health
up on
room?
the plinth, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see.
Is there any other iconography around?
Let's see here. So I guess
Anything happen?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can see that the chest is and its hinges are made of stone. You get the feeling that it weighs about 250 pounds and is fitted with some sort of silver locking mechanism, one that the silver key around the golem would most likely open.
Can I use my lantern to mage hand the key off the golem?
Yes,
I'm gonna do that then.
you do that.
Cool, I got a key.
Nice.
I don't know how we're gonna get the chest, but at least we got the key.
Well, we could just open it with the key.
That's true.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know if this.
Wait, I want to check for traps.
Wait.
You can't. It's down in the pit.
Turn
Oh,
invisible first.
I turn invisible. How far down is the pit?
Yeah.
The pit is like 15 feet down.
All right. I guess I'll.
Can I just use my mage hand to open it?
You sure can.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay, before you climb down the pit, you open the chest with the key, and it opens. It clicks. So the chest is now unlocked.
Can I
No.
open the lid?
No traps trigger.
Sure. Yeah, you can open it. Why not?
I open the lid.
You do. Inside, it contains 2 1-inch diameter glass eyeballs resting on a red cushion.
Oh.
One eyeball is pale green, and the other is pink.
Grab those two.
Can I grab the eyeballs? And lift them
Yes.
up?
Yep.
Cool. Got some eyeballs, guys. The magic?
They are not magic. They are.
Oh wait. I look at the statues. Are either of them missing eyes?
No.
Do the eyes look like they could fit in either of the hands?
Nope.
Does the golem in there move at all?
No.
Is the golem missing eyes?
Nope.
Have we seen anything that's missing eyes?
You've only. This is the
You've seen
second time you've ever come down here.
Yes.
You did see that the purple goo on the wall
Had
had eyes in it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you didn't see that. They didn't seem to match that.
Right.
Alright.
So what happens when we turn these statues?
What do you do?
Alright, so there's the
There's
statues.
this
There's
guy?
hand guy pointing inward.
Yes, you have Zuth and Torm.
Alright.
Zuth is pointing. Torm is like this.
Okay.
Do you rotate any of these?
Why?
See what it does.
See what it does
Yeah.
is the worst reason to do something in this death trap. That's a horrible idea. We went to the wine room to see what it did.
Yeah, we were fine.
I almost died.
Yeah, but we were fine.
Almost
Yes.
all of them.
Almost is
We
keyword.
all almost died.
Alright,
Again,
to see
almost.
what it does. If you want to die, Murray, I'll kill you right now.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Bill.
whoa,
Bill.
Bill.
That's not a
It
funny.
seems like you want to die.
That's not a funny.
It seems like you guys both are like very cavalier about dying. I want to live.
Okay.
What's with the big change
What's
of
with
heart
the-
recently,
what is this?
man?
You're so
Alright.
grump.
We have almost died every
Yeah, we've
like,
also almost died on the
multiple
surface, and you were
times.
never this grump.
every day.
Yeah, that's what comes with adventuring,
Multiple
man.
times. It's very obvious you're new to
Do you have
adventuring.
vitamin D supplements? We haven't seen the sun in a
It's
while.
true.
I'm from the bottom of the ocean. It's not a thing I need.
Are you sure?
The sun, yes,
Are
I'm
you
positive.
low on allergies?
My people don't need sunlight.
I'm sorry.
So I will remind you that out of this room, there is a hallway that leads to the right.
Right.
And Shovel Knight goes, and there's a secret door!
Oh shit! Shovel
Oh,
Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Thank you, Shovel Knight.
That's on the other side.
Oh,
So there's
the
a hallway
eyeballs?
that goes, yeah, well, basically, you came into the room,
Yeah.
right? You had the hallway going to the right.
With the
pit is down where the
Mhm.
chest and the golem were, and then there's the 2 plinths and the
The
third
empty one.
plinth. The secret door is to the left on a seemingly normal
Mhm.
wall, and then there's a hallway that goes down to the right.
Alright, let's go to the secret door.
Yeah. Can we
So
open
we're not rotating.
Do we want...
Nah, we'll not rotate the box.
If you guys do it and you get hurt, I'm not healing you.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you guys enter into this room. 2 balconies face each other over a vast pit. Between the balconies hover 5 wooden platforms, each one a disc 10 feet across.
Ooh.
A single torch burns above each balcony. On the east balcony, which is the one opposite you guys, stands a rough-hewn, 15-foot tall statue of a hulking fiend with furled wings and clenched fists. Set into the wall on the west balcony where you are is a rusty lever in the up position.
Is anybody else? No, don't pull it, Murray. Murray, I think that's a bad idea. Shovel Knight, do you see anything with your special eyes?
You guys don't
Let's get
have
Shovel Eye
either
see.
of these spirits, so that won't help you there.
I want to find another...
He says, "It looks like you can climb on the walls."
Hmm.
You see that the walls are craggy enough that a potentially high athletics check could allow one to scale along the wall.
That would be
A crawlway is set, he tells you, into the northwest corner up at the ceiling. So you guys came in, and he like points up the wall and to, like towards the ceiling. There's a tiny little like crawl space that one could potentially crawl into if you were to scale the wall.
Ooh.
I can try to scale the wall.
Could you crawl into it?
I don't know. Can I fit into it?
Yeah, you could probably fit into it. And he tells you that there is one he sees across the way above the statue on the far east wall.
What, crawl space?
Another tiny one, yeah, all the way across the hallway there.
Okay.
Do we want to try and get across the way?
I think we should try one of the other ways, like go back through the purple eyeball hallway or the weird statue
You
hallway
also
before this.
notice
Okay.
that the statue
Yes.
on the opposite side is clutching in its left hand a 1-inch diameter pearly white crystal eyeball,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and in its right hand a scarlet crystal eyeball,
Ooh.
similar to the other two that you just found in that chest.
Mm-hmm.
Try to make him.
It's way too far.
Never mind.
You have to crawl. You have to get
I
across.
Try to get close.
The platforms, right?
Either jump across these platforms that are floating.
Is that an acrobatics check?
That is.
Can I do it acrobatically?
Um.
Because if it's acrobatics,
Or athletically.
I cannot.
I can athletically. I can't acrobatic.
Well,
Gotta try and chill.
I feel like everything's athletics. Very few things are acrobatics. Comparatively.
Okay, so basically, each circular wooden platform, they are 10 feet in diameter and hover between 6 to 12 feet apart. They float at the same level as the balconies, 15 feet below the ceiling and 60 feet above the pit floor.
Mm-hmm.
Each disc is wide enough that you could get a 10-foot running jump before making the jump.
All right.
Because of the distance of the floor, if you were to fall, you would take 66 bludgeoning damage. It's a 60-foot drop. Oops. Told you something you weren't supposed to know, but that's fine. So, just because we'll say that it happened, we'll say Murray did pull that lever. That's what unveils
The lights.
the hands.
with
They're
Ah.
clenched.
Haha!
Oh, okay.
It opens. But as that happens, howling winds rise up in the room.
Ooh.
Pull the lever back down, the fists clench, and the winds subside.
Okay.
It seems like it was pretty crazy, the winds, but Murray did it relatively quickly.
Right.
But the howling that had begun was
Intense.
But he was able to pull the lever down before
They really
potentially
picked up.
anything would have happened.
All right. So I think the best way to do it would be get somebody over there, pull the lever, grab the eyeballs, pull the lever.
Cool.
Okay.
Bill, why don't you stay here and pull the lever?
It's a great idea.
I could go.
Again, you could jump or you could attempt to scale along the wall.
Okay.
Those are your options.
Are they both athletics checks?
The jumping doesn't actually list.
Oh.
Check.
Can move 10 feet before jumping. See movement in the player's handbook.
Yeah, you should be able to
Yeah.
definitely easily jump
Which I
that.
think if you move 10 feet, you can long jump equal to your
Strength
score.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to jump 18 feet with a 10-foot jump.
I
With a
could
10 feet
even
run.
jump there.
You're 12 feet apart.
20?
I can now
Whatever,
jump there.
however your strength is.
20.
Yeah, so you can make the jump. The wall situation is more for folks that couldn't, or if there's no no strengthy person, they can climb the wall. Or you could try to scale down and then try and scale or something. But you get the point.
Yeah.
So you're going to you make your jump. As you land on them, they bob slightly, as if they're floating in water.
Weird.
And you essentially continue to hop all the way to the other side. Okay, so you make your way over to the statue. You can make me an intelligence arcana check because you're close to it now.
No, you're not.
9.
Cool. The statue seems to be made of stone. It seems to be 15,000 pounds. You're not going to knock it over. You're not going to bring it back.
Nope.
And it also, just in case
It wouldn't
you try,
fit on the plinth, would it?
it's impervious to damage and spells. So you.
Yeah.
I
The
wish
only
it
way-
wasn't.
The only way to potentially get it undone would be to somehow find a way to magically cause them to open, like via a knock spell, or pull the lever.
All right.
He is in position.
I pulled the lever.
Thank you.
Hey.
Okay, you pull the lever. I mean, they're far apart, so you gotta like.
Hey.
You got a
Hey.
mage hand.
So you are
Yeah,
able
mage
to
hand.
grab.
I do have a
these.
mage hand. I'll grab one and mage hand the other.
Huh. Okay, I need you all to make me wisdom saving throws.
Okay. +4.
Oh.
Am I? No, because I'm not within.
No,
10
you're
feet
not
of him.
within 10 feet.
Ted, I'm going to use this.
Okay.
15.
Okay, with +4.
Ooh, 12.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's not terrible.
You're proficient.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah, sure. It's got it.
15.
Okay, so any creature not standing on a floating platform.
That's me.
It's all of you except
Oh.
that's all of everybody except okay, so I need a dungeon master's guide, please.
It's a trap. It's
It's a try.
It's a rising pit trap.
No,
It's a wind world trap.
wind whirl even. It's a wind whirl traps, guys.
It's a crazy trap,
which is like a whirlwind,
but backwards.
but backwards.
Where the wind whirls
What would
instead.
happen
You go
if we stayed?
counterclockwise
What would
instead of
happen if I said
clockwise.
stayed
Where?
on the platform?
In
You
Australia.
wouldn't have to make the save.
Should have just done that and done mage hand.
Could have, but you didn't think about that.
I mean, I thought about it, but I thought the wind would. Like,
Okay, so everybody but Shovel Knight failed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make me. We'll start with. We'll go around. So I'm gonna need Bill to make me a percentile roll, please.
Oh,
35.
All right. You are frightened and must use your action and movement each round to flee from the source of fear, which I guess is.
no. Oh no, he's by the lever.
This room. We'll go to you. I need you now, Murray, to make me a percentile roll as well.
Stop the evil laughs. I don't like it. 17.
You become paralyzed as you retreat into your own mind from fear and terror of the howling winds. Carrick,
34.
you are also frightened. Let's make you roll another one. That's not as fun. Let's get a different one.
40.
Go again.
82.
Yeah. All right. You're stunned.
Does my mage hand get the one eyeball though? Because I was reaching.
You
for it. I
had them
the mage
both. We'll
hand.
say you have them both.
I got them both.
But
Okay.
you're.
But now I'm like.
Yeah. Also, good point, Katie. She said you guys should use your crits. Because everybody has one still.
Yep.
Could have passed it. Which, funny enough, the DC was 20. So.
Oh, shit.
But Shovel Knight says, "You're all a bunch of fools!" And he pulls a lever.
Good.
You have to. Everybody roll me a d10.
10.
4.
5.
You're stunned. You're paralyzed for 10 minutes. You're stunned for 5 minutes. And you're frightened for 4 minutes.
I sit down.
Shovel Knight shuts the door behind you so you can't leave because the source
Okay.
of your fear is gone. So you're just like in a constant paranoia fear of it coming back.
Okay. I
Um,
really wish I could level up in this 5 minutes.
That'd be great.
So you guys, time goes by. You guys are. Let me see if anything
I hop
happens.
my way back.
You make your way back across.
Back.
Let me just see if there's any. Yeah, it's only short-term madness, so nothing too crazy. I just want to see. Yeah, 1d10 minutes. Usually, kinds of wisdom from Okay. Yeah, so there's no other negative side effects. They're gone. So.
Guys want to go back through the other hallway?
You have 4 eyeballs currently.
What
Yes.
did the plaque from the 3rd floor say?
Walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. The wall of history tells all. The walls of history tell all. Write the gods.
Is that the
You also saw
tiny
when you were
place?
over
I
there
think so.
that there was the crawl space as well.
Oh,
You could have gone through, but you jumped back already. So
well, do you guys want me to go through the crawl spaces?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Kind of. True choice. I can't really make
and
it.
again, you can leave this room and
Go
continue
through
just
the-
basically across the hallway if you so choose.
Well, okay, so now that we have the thing,
Yes.
it says write the gods.
Write the gods. Let's go there and turn them right.
Well, that's where it's the next room, so it's
Yeah.
easy to get to. So you
Well,
get there.
Here's my thought. Is that what if that was just a way to deactivate the clay golem so we wouldn't have to fight it to get in the chest that we already got in? Like, I didn't see a benefit. Like, we avoided fighting the monster in this room.
There could be something else in this room, though.
Yeah, but there could not be.
Alright, well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Let's leave then.
Crawl spaces?
There's 2 crawl spaces, and then there's the clear open hallway across when you come out of the room.
Yeah, why don't
See
you check
here.
out the crawl space?
Alright.
Don't get trapped in there and die.
I'll do my best, but I make no guarantees.
Wow. That's fair.
Can't really
So
control it.
where are you going?
Which one? Corner or by the statue?
By the statue, you don't have to
Cool.
climb for that one.
Okay, so you go through this crawl space. It opens up into a room.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It is a 10-foot square room,
Just blank room?
as far as you know.
Even with the light?
Yeah, as far as you can tell. You see a crawl space that leads out the other side.
Can I check for traps?
Sure. Make me an investigation check.
Barbarian left by himself doing
7.
trap
Looks
stuff.
fine to you. You have to go through this room to get to this crawl space that goes
I'm
away.
gonna make my way carefully across.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Did she see it coming?
Yeah, you see it coming.
19.
Yeah, everything's fine.
I go through the other cross.
Okay, you go through the other crawl space. It leads you out into a room. This is a long hallway. You see straight ahead of you a hallway that continues, or basically kind of like out and to the left is a long hallway,
Okay.
and you are in a room now, or this is a long, still puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. A 3-foot high crawlway, which is what you're in, is flush to the east wall. At the far end of the hall, a rippling transparent curtain of water fills a stone archway. Beyond the curtain, you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand. Basically, there's a hallway because you're on the wall. So you see a hallway across from you. To your right is this blue, this kind of water-filled hallway with this curtain of water, and beyond that is another hallway. That seems to be like the one that's straight ahead of you.
So there's a hallway that's just water?
I mean, it is a 15-foot wide hallway, and it's going down that.
And there's a curtain of water, right?
There is about, from where you are, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet to a curtain of water, and then it continues beyond that.
Hey, why don't we just go with Murray?
Oh, I still. I don't know.
Why don't we?
I'm gonna.
Patches can't fit through there.
Can Patches
So?
do that?
What do you mean so? I
Patches.
don't want to leave Patches.
She can stand guard. I'm not there
Patches
for this,
is
that
integral
one.
for my combat. We're a seamless fighting unit.
Yeah,
I'm
but Murray's
gonna-
like alive.
So is
gonna-
Patches.
No,
Oh,
because
wait.
if Patches
Oh, no, I
dies,
have
he
to
can
see
come
them
back.
to use the helm of telepathy, right?
Yeah, but
Which proves that he's not alive.
what do you
I'm
mean?
gonna
No, it's you don't know that that's not a new Patches.
crawl back through
Okay,
to go back to where they are.
sure.
If you can summon a new Patches, then
And be
it's
like-
not alive either.
Pop my head out. Tell them what I saw.
You don't know
Hey guys!
what.
Hey, there's a bunch of hallways, and there's a thing with water. I think it has to do with that rhyme warning. It's not a rhyme. I don't know why I said rhyme, but the plaque.
Okay.
What
Should
did
I?
it say about water?
Walk
Should-
through water with
Should
weapon in
I?
hand.
Should I? I didn't want to keep going because it seemed like it went on for a while. There was another hallway, and I didn't want to get too far.
Okay.
But do you guys want to come? Do we want to forget about it? Should I go through the other crawl space? See what that's about?
Yeah, go through the other crawl space, see what that's about. But first, you should tie a rope to that giant statue and then one to yourself. So if you fall, you don't fall all the way to the floor. You just fall a little bit.
It's all the way on the opposite
In
side.
this time,
Wouldn't-
Shovel Knight
Like it's here.
has
it's
gone
here.
down the other hallway.
Oh shit! All right, never
Oh.
mind.
He comes back, tells you, there's a door. It has 10 circular indentations. It seems to match the size of these things we've found.
The eyeballs?
Yes.
Ah, we should find
Other one.
6 more eyeballs,
We should also.
if
I
possible.
Yeah. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 tombs that we haven't come across yet.
Well,
So?
let's,
So,
Well,
should
my
I-
my
what's that?
point was we could go down that other hallway and rather than go through this crawl space, and then
Check it out first.
Well, then I don't have to leave Patches.
All right,
We can fit through
let's
all
go
of
do that
this.
first.
Yeah, but
Okay,
eventually we're gonna have to go through these crawl spaces.
We don't know that
Where you guys going?
because there was a hallway, so we might.
The hallway was where Shovel Knight just went and told you it ended with a door.
Yes.
With all the eyes.
I thought he went through the other crawl space.
No, he
No,
went to the
no,
other
no,
hall
he
space.
went to the
Oh,
hall.
I missed.
It's,
I missed.
it's
So we gotta go
to
through crawl
a
space.
door
So,
with.
Shovel Knight, we can't. That's that whole hallway. We're done.
Yes,
there? Okay.
it is.
And,
Fuck. All right, let's go through.
I'm
Goddamn crawl
gonna
space.
try to check out the other crawl space.
Okay. You can climb into that crawl space.
Crawl, 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 crawl.
Let's see. The halls of this narrow tunnel slope inwards as they approach a 10-foot high ceiling. Patches of mold cling to the walls and the floor in the eastern half of the hall, which is where you are. Cut into the floor at the west end is nothing because it's sealed by a wall of stone.
Oh.
Let me just make sure I'm. Yes. So.
So it's just a hall that ends with stone.
Well, no. As you go down that hallway about 15 feet, you see a crawl space that continues to the right. You come out of this crawl space into a hallway, and then,
And then
there's
another
a
crawl
Crawl
space.
space, yes.
I go through that crawl space.
Okay. As you start to make your way through, ahead of you, the face of a snarling minotaur is etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway. Its eyes have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet, beyond which the tunnel continues onward.
Wait, describe it again?
You come around a hallway.
Yeah.
There's a metal sheet,
Sheet.
that looks like a minotaur with its eyes cut
Eyes
out,
cut out,
and
so-
you can see it goes. The crawl space continues on beyond it.
Can I, like, get through it?
It is a sheet.
Can I look through it? Like, cause I look through it. What do
You
I
see
It's
the
just
hallway.
crawl space.
Because of this, you feel like were you to have, say, a Misty Step spell or a Gaseous Form spell, something that requires you to see where you need to go or a space to travel through, one could go through this because you can see the other side.
Alright.
Of the water?
No, I went through the other crawl space. Oh, there was a crawl space, and then there was a hallway, and then another crawl space. And in that crawl space, there's a sheet of metal that has like the face of a minotaur on it, and the eyes are cut out so you can see through it, but you can't get through it.
You get the feeling you could potentially attempt to try and lift this if you want. See if you can get underneath.
Is it made out of metal?
Yes.
Could we break it?
I'm
Sparks
not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna crawl back.
Okay. You crawl back through the hallway with a weird purple eye gunk that looks at you. And then through the crawl space.
And go back to these guys.
You're back to these guys.
Okay, so through this one, there's a hallway, and then more crawl space, and then a crawl space that's blocked by metal that I could try to lift to get through. But again, I didn't want to get cut off from you guys right away. So we got water, we got metal. What do you guys want to do?
I've always had an easier time getting through water than metal.
All right, so let's go to that one.
All right. How big are these gaps? What were these?
12 feet.
I can't jump that far, guys.
You want to climb on my back?
Climb on the wall or attempt to.
I don't think
Can
I
I-
can climb
can
on the
I-
wall either.
Can I piggyback him? Jump
Sure,
across?
I guess. But now I'm gonna make you make checks.
You guys could all help me together.
I was just gonna say we could tie a rope around you, and I'll anchor you from solid ground while you, in case you fall.
All right.
Hold you up,
Yeah.
That
catch you,
works. That works for me.
catch you if you fall.
Okay. So you guys make it across. You get into this crawl space. You attempt to crawl into this crawl space. Right.
I search for traps.
Okay. Make me an investigation.
7.
That's what I got.
Hey,
Ooh, looks good to you.
looks good to me.
Crawl, 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 crawl.
I feel like Link from Wind Waker. How you never played.
Did you make a look for traps, or were you just rolling?
No, I was rolling to see what I would have gotten had I looked for traps. And it would have been pretty good.
You guys
Why
make
didn't you
your
look for
way
traps
into this
then?
crawl
It's not my
space,
thing.
and you open up into this. You see this 10-foot square room.
All right.
The crawl space down the other side.
Doesn't look like any traps.
Doesn't look like it.
Can
All
I
right. Well,
recheck
crawl.
for traps?
So you make your way into this room.
Can I recheck for traps?
Sure.
This is my second pass through.
Why not?
If only that was my checking for traps.
10.
Seems fine. You guys make your way into this room. You realize, this is like a 10-foot size room connected by 2 tiny little crawl spaces. Probably hang out here. No one would even know we're here.
Oh shit.
Oh,
We could do that.
something gonna happen if we do that.
I'm not gonna tell you.
I know.
Let's not all be in this 10-foot crawl space at the same
It's not
time.
a crawl. This is a room.
This is
10-foot
a
room in the
A
same
chamber, if you will.
Let's go through
The other
the
crawl
water.
time. Are there any secrets?
Make me an investigation check.
Shovel Knight, do you see any secrets?
It says, I think that this is a room we could probably rest in,
Yeah.
as it's connected by 2 crawl spaces that are hard to find. One to a room where you have to cross a giant pit full of maddening winds.
I never thought of that. That's a good idea.
You guys want to take a
It
rest?
goes a chamber of respite, if you will, which is what it's called in the book.
Shovel Knight, you can read?
What book?
Bong! No damage.
Bong bong, we're all unconscious.
And he just waits. He
Um,
just sits over top of your
I
unconscious
think
corpses.
that we should go do the water first,
And
come
then
back
come
here,
rest.
rest.
Okay.
Alright.
Like, can we do a long rest in this room?
If you wanted to. It is literally the Chamber of Respite, an area that's probably gone unnoticed by the people who care for the tomb.
Okay.
Water first, rest second.
Alright.
Alright, water first, rest second.
Okay.
Crawl, 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 crawl.
So you're now out into this room, this water-filled hallway.
Hold your weapons, gang.
Can I borrow Bob?
Yes.
Do you
I don't want
see
to walk through a curtain of water with a fire sword.
Fair.
12 painted figures line each hall, 6 on the west wall and 6 on the east wall, directly across from one another. Figures on facing walls are all perfect reflections of one another.
Is one of them
You see it is bisected, this length of this hallway, by this curtain of water. Yeah.
Is there... What do these statues look like?
Animal-headed humanoids in armor.
Is one of them a vulture?
This is the south hallway. This is the south hallway.
Vultures?
Stork-headed males, as you look at them, the warriors in the hall are as follows. Stork-headed males with hand axes. Lizard-headed females with maces. Panther-headed males with blowguns.
Then the water.
Unarmed hawk-headed females. Goat-headed males with sickles. Frog-headed females with tridents. And then the wall of water.
I'll pull out my trident.
Fair.
I thought so.
I pull out my bow.
My theory is, because it says walk with weapons out, and the walls tell the history or whatever.
The walls of history tell all.
I think we gotta have one of these weapons based on very little.
Do any of these... Do the weapons... Are they made out of stone? Like the statues.
Walls are slick with moisture, most of which brandish real weapons hanging on the walls.
Oh. So can we remove the weapons?
They seem to be held in place with hooks to make it appear as though the painted warriors are holding them.
So yes, we could take them if we took the hooks off.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm gonna take a hand axe from one of them people.
What were the other weapons that were up there?
Are you sure that hook's not like connected to a trap?
Well, I already took it, so no.
Thanks.
I should take tridents. They're endlessly useful.
Hang on. Let me see.
Yes.
I should make my way down the hallway.
Are they really
You're not
So,
Never said I was.
So yeah, first was stork-headed males with hand axes.
I take
Then
one.
lizard-headed females with maces. Panther-headed males with blowguns. Unarmed hawk-headed females. Goat-headed males with sickles. And frog-headed females with tridents.
No eyeballs.
No.
Alright, let's walk on through.
The first, as you crawl through, you realize that the stork-headed male, the crawl space that you come out of is basically between its legs.
Ah.
Oh.
Neato.
So.
Are there other crawl spaces?
No.
On the walls at all?
This is just how the way the thing is set up, how it
Okay.
works.
We came in through the back end of this.
Correct, you see a hallway ahead of you.
Cool.
Yeah, alright. A hallway not through the water.
Correct. Yeah, there's a hallway that
Let's
continues
check that way first.
Okay.
straight ahead. Alright, so you continue down this hallway. Eventually you see a crawl space that connects to the same thing that Murray described.
Is it the other side of
Yes.
Of the metal bit?
Yes.
the
Oh, okay.
Minotaur head?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
see,
Oh,
and
alright.
then that's at the far end, and before that is a hallway that leads out to a square chamber that you look up and you see it continues up to where you were, and then the regular square chamber that continues downward, which you see something that goes down to the level below you. If you go all the way around it, there's a room directly across from you.
Okay.
You can continue around and then up the stairs
Right.
back to the way you could have come down, and then there's a hallway that goes down that way, which you realize was the hallway you started in that
Right.
had the two flesh warriors with the chains across.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so
Do you want to check room?
I think we
Like
should
the
go
thing
through the
across?
water.
Go through the water?
I think so too.
Okay.
Alright.
So let's go back.
Weapons drawn. We
Well,
approach.
I'm going to take one from the wall as well.
Takes one from the wall.
Just in case. I'm going to have my staff. Is the staff? No, the staff's two-handed.
They got like knuckle dusters, the unarmed ones.
Nope.
No, never mind.
Just
Well, you can
hands.
do either.
Alright, screw it. I'll take a trident.
Okay.
Great move.
I'm going to take a mace.
And then I knock
I
it
feel
on
like we
my
should have a
bow.
variety.
That's dumb.
Zoltrus Bucks goes the other way. There you go. Exclamation point before, not after. So you guys make your way down this hallway. What if I could shoot a trident underwater?
No.
No, you got
Is there anything you can shoot underwater?
Okay, so you guys move through the hall. You're moving down the hall. You pass the stork-headed males with the hand axes. Past the lizard-headed females with the maces.
Yep.
Then you come to the panther-headed males with the blowguns.
Yep.
Then you come to the unarmed hawk-headed females.
Yep.
Then to the goat-headed males with sickles.
None of these guys have paths through their legs.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you have the frog-headed females with trident, and then you make your way to the curtain of water. Clear water forms a 1 foot thick, 7 foot high, 10 foot wide curtain between the two hallways. So, what would you guys like to do?
I walk through.
Okay. Ready in action to
You're wielding
shoot.
Hand axe from the wall.
Okay, who has what?
I got trident.
I have mace.
Mace, hand axe.
Mhm.
Okay. The water, as you walk through, the water erupts as a fierce wave flowing north to south. Everybody in the hallway needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, garbage. Nasty.
19.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow. I rolled a 19.
27.
Plus 2 is...
Are we within 10 feet of you?
Yeah, always.
Always.
So then,
Just not even a question.
23.
20...
Alright, so you all take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you are swept back into the back wall.
Ow.
All of the weapons that are hooked on the wall that you didn't take are currently still there. You guys can make me... actually, you don't have to because Shovel Knight's great. With his great
Perception.
The water leaks out of the hall through tiny cracks in the floor, and then the curtain resets.
Mm-hmm.
And he points to across from the hawk-headed woman that has no weapons in hand, and says, "The water did not go down that hallway."
Oh, shit.
And he points and he goes up and he touches it, and his hands go through it. It's an
shit.
illusionary wall.
Oh, shit.
On the east side.
Right.
There's the hawk on the west.
Mhm.
There's nothing. It's an image, and his hand reaches through it, and he pulls out a pale purple eyeball.
Oh, shit. Alright.
It's fine.
Thanks, Shovel Knight.
Wonderful Shovel Knight.
And then there's the curtain of water.
Yes.
So we still need to try
See
to
any way to get through this curtain of water?
And he goes, "Well, not that way." Ha!
Ha. That's true.
Do the ones
I
without
just
weapons have
thought.
hooks like they should have weapons?
No.
Okay.
You get the feeling that the fact this is all based around weapons, and these do not, is probably a sign, which turns out it was in this instance.
Try with the trident.
Trident.
Because it's underwater weapon. Here, why don't you give it to me? You guys go in the little
Alcove?
yeah.
And then if you get brushed back, we'll run through before the water resets.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think that's how that worked. I think it was just like an expansion of
Yeah.
water, not a wall
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
just filled.
Yes. Correct.
So just stay safe. Is what
Do
I'm saying.
you go
Sure.
through?
I am gonna grab the trident and I'm gonna try and go through.
You walk right through. No problems.
That makes
Cool.
sense.
Turns
on
out
the
tridents
outside.
are the best weapon.
They are. That's what I've been saying.
Wait.
Nobody's listening.
You have a trident, right?
Now I have two.
I was gonna say, come
There's
back
one on
through,
the
give
wall,
him
and
one,
you could
and then
throw
we
it
each
back.
have a
You
trident.
could throw it.
We'll throw it through.
Trident through water.
Try
It's fine.
It's fine. Doesn't
Yeah,
even matter.
I'm gonna take the other trident from the wall.
Okay.
Put the mace
Slide
back.
it.
Okay.
I'll slide both of my. No, I'm gonna slide one of mine.
Okay.
The one I just found.
And then I'm
Not
gonna walk through
my
the water.
trident.
You go through as well.
Then Shovel Knight goes through.
Sure. He does. With a shirt. With
Slide trident back
I'm
for
gonna
you.
ask him.
he will.
You can't just tell him what he does.
He'll go
anymore.
through with
Of his own accord.
with the
And
trident.
See,
Yeah.
I
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
slide
show
the
that he
trident.
was his own person because he went before me.
Okay. So yeah, but that's what you would have done anyway in case there was danger.
I'm not sure about that.
Anyway,
I'd go.
do you go through as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So now in the north, this north hall, you see frog-headed females with tridents, goat-headed males with sickles, unarmed hawk-headed females, panther-headed males with blowguns, lizard-headed females with maces, and stork-headed males with hand axes.
It's a
Check
mirror.
the one unarmored one that's
On the
would
west
be the
wall of this
opposite of
side.
the other one.
You
Like the mirrored image.
find a bright green crystal eyeball and through an illusionary wall.
6. Pretty good.
Anything else? In this room?
Between the legs of the stork-headed male on the east wall is a crawl space.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Crawl, 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 crawl.
You also see that there's a hallway that goes to the left.
You want to check the hallway first?
Yes.
Check the hallway.
Okay, so you go down this hallway,
That's my shimmy.
which is full of that purple gunk.
Gross.
To the right, you see a door.
I poke an eyeball.
It then comes back out and looks at you. It comes back up above and looks at you.
Gross.
You see to the right is a door. The hallway continues down further. And the corridor turns sharply to the left. At the corner, just before a turn, a peephole is carved into the stone at a height of 6 feet.
Too tall for me.
Good talk for me.
Well, I'm good.
Let's
Go
go.
left?
Let's turn to the right first.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a door.
Check for traps. 4.
Natural 20. So 19 on
Okay.
investigation.
Does not seem to be trapped.
Pretty sure this isn't trapped.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Yes.
We do.
The chamber contains a stone font filled with a steaming green liquid.
Yeah.
Beyond it, a shadowy figure stands at an open door on the far side of the room. The figure's back is towards you.
Slake your shadow at the font. What does slake mean?
I don't know. You do know, but it's not for me to for you guys to find out.
Alright, slake your shadow at the There's a shadowy figure? Or is it made of shadows?
The chamber contains a stone font filled with a steaming green liquid.
Gross.
Beyond it, a shadowy figure stands at an open door on the far side of the room. The figure's back is towards you.
Does it look like an albino dwarf?
Dark figure. Who went in the door? Sorry, first. You went through because you rolled the highest.
No, he checked for traps.
You went
So I
through.
go-
It looks like an illusory version of Murray. A shadowy version of Murray, shell facing towards you, looking into the other room.
Do I gotta
Oh,
kill
Murray.
my shadow?
Murray.
Yeah.
Walk left.
Walk left.
It walks left.
Slake it at the font.
I go up to the font.
So you move backwards, or you move up to the
I
font.
move up to the font.
Then it moves into the room.
Like,
It moves further into the next room.
Is mirroring you exactly.
Yeah.
If you move towards the font, it moves away.
so I move backwards so that it reaches.
Let's see. So you move backwards then, did you say?
Yeah.
So you move backwards. The duplicate moves towards the font.
I want to keep going until it reaches the font.
It is at the font.
Is it in the font?
It does not go into the font because you would be outside of the room if you were to do that.
Turn around.
I turn around.
You see a deadly and horrible aspect. The face is a horrific visage locked into a silent scream of Murray. Need everybody to make wisdom saving throws.
Murray, don't look at that. Murray's not looking at it.
Murray is not. The rest of you are.
So I don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
Alright.
23.
24.
No, Shovelman's good too. So that's fine.
Turn back around.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Go onto your knees and pretend to drink forward.
I do that.
Okay. You see the duplicate begins to drink. You hear disgusting slurping sounds from the shadow as it drinks this illusory steaming green liquid. In a minute, it finishes drinking all of this. You see in the font at the bottom is something. You see a crystal eye.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because isn't like slake your thirst an expression?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to slake your shadow.
Incandescent
Yeah.
orange.
How far away is how big is it? How
If
far
I go
away-
into the room, is there a shadow of me?
Oh, I was
No,
gonna say
she's still in the room.
just have Murray.
Can I go in the room
mage
too?
hand.
Yeah, you're in there. You guys were all in the room.
All right.
Right.
Lantern, mage hand the eyeball.
Brings you the eyeball.
7.
Was
Seven's
there a
pretty
hallway
good.
past this room?
There's just a door, but it doesn't lead to anything.
Okay.
It's an empty closet.
We leave.
So that it can walk forward if you do.
Correct.
And we leave.
Had you guys failed, it automatically puts you at 0 hit points. You fall unconscious if you failed to save.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, internet.
Basically, yeah,
For
that's how
drumming
it works.
jack number
you
2.
could dispel it if you wanted, but then you can't do anything because that's how you get through it. Otherwise, you guys could attempt to
Alright, so
Drink it ourselves.
basically
we walk
die
through water, we
if you
fuck
try
it
to
in
do it.
hand, we slake the
So
shadow.
now you did that. Now you see there's the people.
The
at the end of this
vulture
hallway.
is the first step.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So let's go in the people.
Yeah.
Should I shoot an arrow?
No.
Do you want to look through it and see what's in there?
Those guys do.
look?
I want
I'm
to
lo-
shoot an arrow through it from like way back here, but nobody wants me to do that.
Alright, so you
look
look
for
for the
me.
people?
Yeah.
People forms one end of a 5-foot long tube cut through the solid rock wall. Magnifying lenses set throughout the tube gives anyone who peers through it a clear view of a gold medallion in the room beyond. And the hieroglyph visible on the dial behind it. Let's see here. You didn't go through this way. And then you can see there's the peephole where you can see through it, and then there's the hallway continues around. Like there's the peephole, and then like the hallway goes around. So you could basically go around, and then there's no way into the actual room. Yeah, corridor ends. If you continue on, the corridor ends at a block of stone on which is painted a 7-foot tall jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. All around the figure are carvings of locusts. Closer inspection reveals that one of the locusts is a button that can be pushed. Or you're looking through the people.
Well, I tell them what I see.
What?
Shovelin pushes the button.
Not
Yeah, I was
pushing
gonna say
button.
someone.
It creates an open passageway into the room beyond.
Ooh.
The medallion worn by the jackal-headed painting is actually a 6-inch diameter gold disc engraved with the face of a horned devil, its mouth agape. You're noticing a theme here. In the room, 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge, while to the south, a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, clutching a bronze shield.
Cool, let's leave.
No, there might be eyeballs in here.
I don't think so. There haven't been eyeballs in any of the other Night God shrines.
Yo, Murray, it looks like another shrine. You check it
Yeah.
out?
You also realize that from your position now, you can communicate telepathically with them in the room.
Oh.
As if someone staring through this serves a purpose.
Oh.
Interesting.
That is very
Lodged behind the disc. So there's this 6-inch diameter gold disc engraved with the face of a horned devil. Lodged behind the disc is a clay disc etched with 8 hieroglyphs. One hieroglyph, a vulture, is visible through a hole that forms the devil's gaping mouth, but the dial is locked in place, and its remaining 7 hieroglyphs are hidden from view behind the medallion.
Okay. So the vulture is the first step.
Correct. You see the floor.
Is there a vulture in it?
That's the floor of the room.
So wait, where am I looking?
You're looking. You're not anywhere there. You're
I know.
away. You're past behind that, like off to that
over
side.
here?
Yes.
Looking through.
Yes.
Would die.
Okay. So we're right here on the entrance.
Correct.
All right. So I will step out onto the vulture that's right there on the floor.
Okay. And you step onto the vulture tile. The dial turns, revealing a new hieroglyph, a serpent, which you see. They do not, because there's a disc behind the mouth, and you're looking through it. He stepped on the tile. The disc turns.
Hey guys, I say through the helm of telepathy.
The room itself gives you the.
Oh, it
ability.
gives me ability to do.
Yes,
Cool. So I'm just gonna tell them. Okay. So next thing you have to do is serpent.
All right. I step diagonally towards the serpent.
It reveals in time, vulture, serpent, door, reed, scarab, scepter, foot, and urn.
Reed.
As you move through these, each
Scarab.
continue to go.
Scarab.
Yeah, but also scarab.
Scepter. Oh wait, no.
Scarab. Foot.
Scepter.
Was it says scarab? Foot?
Scarab. Scepter.
foot, and urn.
Foot. Urn.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're right at the edge of the canoe.
That's the sarcophagus. I think.
Sarcophagus. It looks like a canoe.
It does look like-
Okay, so basically, that actually does it. To unlock the sarcophagus, 8 floor tiles must be stepped on in the correct sequence. Hey guys, you made it through without tricking our chap, which is
Right.
The
Unheard
first
of.
time.
first time.
No, the second time. Obalaka.
Oh, that's true.
Sure.
The floor around the dais and the statues is covered with 5-foot square stone tiles. You avoided that. You also could have flown in if you had a means to fly. Or you could have attempted to climb the walls, but this worked out well.
Teleport.
So, teleport would also work Misty Step.
Does it open?
Yeah, the sarcophagus opens.
Wait.
The stone blocks.
It just happens. We don't open it.
The stone block at the floor area sinks into the floor, now allowing you to come through as well.
Oh.
Because you were behind that wall, so that sinks you were allowed to come in.
Okay.
The hieroglyphic floor is dispelled, or is disabled rather.
Okay.
And you can all walk freely.
Nice.
Cool.
Why don't you come check this out, Murray?
I mean,
like this idea.
I know.
You don't like any idea.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but have I been wrong yet?
Sometimes.
No.
this is the enemy.
You also realize that the gold in the sarcophagus is probably worth 7,500 gold pieces.
The gold of the sarcophagus?
Yes, but it weighs 75 pounds.
Yeah.
Does it fit in the bag of holding?
Potentially, but you also wonder if there's any negative connotation to removing a sarcophagus of a god.
Of a god, yeah, probably not. Let's not do that.
No, I don't think we should open.
I feel like you have a lot of money anyway.
It's true,
Yeah.
he does have that going for him.
If you want it, you can have all of it.
Fuck yeah, sure. Only if we live, though.
So,
And then I don't want it all.
are you coming in
We
to
die, though.
inspect this?
I mean, I'll come in and inspect it. But, like, well, did the sarcophagus open?
Yeah, it's open.
Is there... What's inside?
A spiral horn
Ooh.
in the remains of a dead horned rabbit, with the horn being the main thing that sticks out.
I have a horn from a dead rabbit.
Yeah,
do it.
swap them.
Indiana Jones style.
Don't do it.
Oh, let's see.
Don't do it.
I just...
Does he have any feelings about this?
does
I'm
Obalaka?
saying don't do
He's
it over
telling
and over
you not-
again.
because you're aware. Yeah, your feelings are you shouldn't do this because I mean this is the antithesis of you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you enemies if you're curious about that. You just
We just...
you're basically Sean and Celine. You bicker at each other all the time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Well, then you should totally do it.
I mean, somebody else can if they want to.
Yeah, but our characters don't know that.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to do that. I like being able to turn invisible.
If you did, then they fight for you. One of them tries to expel the other one.
Ah.
The whole thing.
Oh,
You see
your
that Carl.
dexterity goes
Is...
up.
You see the horn.
I don't know. I don't know
Do-
if I want this one.
I don't know.
Can I like say like nah to the spirit?
You
You make a saving
Save.
throw.
It's a saving throw. You see the horn in there. The spirits, your spirits obviously like, oh, fuck this.
Like, yeah.
Because you don't want that. But
Does my spirit say anything?
no, your spirit's cool about it. It's whatever.
This is whatever.
Um,
But Murray, you gotta make a choice. Because it's 12:35.
yes, so make a choice.
I say go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the
Don't.
Streamers of light emanate from the tip of the horn as they swirl around you. They form into a spectral rabbit with a single horn on its brow. A female voice whispers, "Quick, quick, let me in. We must stop Acererak. I need you to make a charisma saving throw."
Oh, gee, I'm bad at those.
It's +4.
Oh, so they're 20.
So, you have the ability to resist the spirit, if you so choose.
Nah, let it in.
Okay. And you get a thing. It's also, the thing will tell you that it's a Wand of Wonder.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
So, Celine,
Yeah.
you never stick to a plan. That is your flaw.
Ha!
So no matter what the plan is, you never stick to it, but your dexterity becomes a 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Yep. The thing is that I knew, because of previous conversation, that one of these things did that. And if I hadn't known, I'm happy with invisibility. But yeah, totally.
So yeah,
I agree.
Now,
Sean the player really wanted to take it.
Sean the player could have taken it. Not
Yeah,
Sean the player, but
Bill wouldn't take it.
Bill wouldn't take it. You also search the corpse of this dwarf. His yellow turban is set with a peridot gemstone, peridot, depending on who you talk to, which is worth 500 gold.
Nice.
He also has a non-magical shield, and a belt pouch containing a 500 gold piece diamond,
Ooh.
and 2 1-inch crystal balls, one dark blue and one vibrant purple. These also match the crystal eyeballs that you guys saw before.
Oh, I was wrong. I apologize
Well,
for being wrong.
they weren't in the room. They were on the corpse of the dead adventurer who
Oh,
took
okay.
them from somewhere else.
Okay.
So,
So we're just missing one, right?
Yeah, we're up to 9 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 9.
what is your strength, or your dexterity modifier plus your con mod now?
What would
Because
the
it's a dex
mod-
of 10?
10.
So your AC is now 22. Your total AC does nothing for you. You now have a 22 AC. Because it's, what is that, plus 6?
6 plus 4 is 10.
Yep.
Wait. Wouldn't it be 21 because it's 19 without my +1 shield?
No, it's 20.
No, it's just.
It's
Yeah,
20. It's base
Oh,
20
it's just base
plus,
20 now.
plus, rather than 17. You
Oh.
You could choose to make it 17.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm good.
so it's 20
Okay.
plus the bracers makes it 22.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty good.
So then you guys can go back to the room. Get rest.
And we can.
Room of respite.
Yes.
Call
Do
it for
we
the
need
night.
to?
Yeah.
That sounds
I mean,
good.
no. But
Can we long rest in the room of rest?
You can.
Awesome. Let's
Alright,
do that.
good. We'll long rest then.
Yeah.
Get my
I'll
I'll
rages.
get some experience.
Oh.
You saw a way that led back out through like fanged mouth, basically, to the main. You could see that it leads out to the square.
Oh, we still
The big
have to go through
square
the
room?
cross space between the legs, don't we?
You
the
don't have.
mirror one.
You saw that it led out
Oh, okay.
to
okay.
right where you were.
Never mind.
This was a way to avoid things if you so chose.
If we
Okay.
can figure out the trident thing.
So, I will get you guys some experience.
Alright.
It's a bummer you just didn't get to activate the Sphinx statues on the wall. That would have been cool.
What do they do?
They
Would it
summoned.
be cool for you?
It would have
Ask
been cool
riddles?
for me.
Yeah. I was
They
like,
summoned. No, that would have been even cooler. But they just summoned locusts. That's
What
all
is
they-
your favorite color?
Ah.
I don't know.
Wrong answer.
That's definitely the wrong answer.
Yeah.
In
Had
that
you
case, you
tried
could say a
to
color.
steal the sarcophagus, it makes walls of force and blocks you in.
For
Ever. The only way to get out through a wall of force is a disintegrate spell,
Sure, you don't have.
which you don't have. You guys could take a lot of time beating the shit out of each other to try to level yourselves up and then try to become a wizard to get up to 9th level wizard.
Listen, you do what
Any
you
of us
gotta
could
do.
multi-class in a wizard.
Now you guys don't have the intelligence to do it. I don't
No.
think.
Shovel Knight?
Shovel Knight.
He has a 10 intelligence.
Nope.
No, couldn't do it.
I don't know.
I have a 12. So I'd have to get my next ability score. But then I wouldn't have enough levels.
To get Disintegrate.
Maybe the one of Wonder has Disintegrate as an option.
I'm not sure.
Hope
Maybe.
you guys don't die.
Wonder.
Do you have attunement
Oh, wait.
slots?
I have one left.
Because you don't, the spirit inhabits you. The item is still just an item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she didn't have attunement slots, I was going to ask for the
23
one.
decks would have been nice.
So wait, what's the,
Not that
what's
much
the
better.
modifier for my dex now?
Plus 6. See,
It
that's
does-
a plus 4 bonus to her. And plus your initiative goes up.
Well, okay, so Sean the player wanted to do that because
Attunements.
I don't need the attunement slots and I wanted something else.
Yeah.
Than
Well-
a 4th attunement slot, but there's no way
Bill.
Oblag would do that. And had I done that, my dex would have went from an 8 to a 23.
So my
Yeah.
initiative is
Well,
next.
there is still, I mean, you're not going back for Wongo. Oh, maybe you will. You never know. But you still got all these other ones, and you know that Unk is...
Neutral.
You can only be inhabited by
By
one
one.
spirit
And
at
we
a
can get
time,
the magic items.
but you can get the magic items to have
Yeah.
for your
Which
use
is
here.
when the 4 attunement slots come into play.
Potentially, if there's things that you want.
Yeah.
You know one of them is Bracers of Archery. I told you that a
Yeah.
long time ago.
So,
So one of them is Bracer. I don't know which one.
So yeah, we have.
Maybe we'll find them.
We didn't go into Kubazan's.
You haven't gone into Kubazan, Nang Nang, or you
We found Nang Nang, but like we didn't go.
We blatantly ignored
you
it.
blatantly ignored Nang Nang, right? Because that was through the thing.
And that's the one we can never go back to.
Yeah.
Correct. Nang
We
Nang.
never want to.
Right,
Yeah.
and that was just climb speed.
We
It
all
basically
agree.
gives you spider climb all
Yeah.
the time.
Which would be useful for other traps in here.
That whole room you were just in, where you had to jump across stuff, you could just walk across and
Mhm.
go on the ceiling, the room you were just into, and avoid the hieroglyphs.
Yeah, but we figured it out.
So you still have to Kubazan, Unk, and Shigambi, and
Yeah.
we know where Wongo's is because
Yes.
you saw it through the eyes of the
Yeah.
flesh guardian.
We just have to find that
Tomb
hallway.
Right. Well, you know where that is.
Yeah, it's
you've
the
seen
first
it.
floor.
It's the bladed hallway on the
Yeah.
first floor.
Yeah.
You know how to get there.
Bill just thinks it's a terrible idea and he doesn't want to do anything.
Wow, there's 3
Such
chests.
a bummer.
I know.
That's my character.
I think we need to get you a new
Spirit.
spirit.
Well, that's why I thought it would. That was another reason why I kind of wanted
You
to grab
coulda.
that. I couldn't.
Well, you could
You
make
couldn't.
use of
Next one though.
the other ones. Any of them.
Yeah.
Really.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. If I can
So-
justify it RP wise.
Okay.
Oh, and you said that we got an additional 2,200 from last time?
Yes, I think I said
Wait, what?
that. Yeah.
Adding
Sounds like a
22.
thing I said. So that was a thing.
Well, we fought a decent amount. We did a good job solving puzzles today. I feel like we did much better than
Yes.
ever before.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a
I
low
think-
bar, but yeah.
Need
we
those
did well.
to Shovel Knight already. So let's find out what
Your
you guys
pessimism is leaking, Sean.
What are you talking about?
got experience-wise. So you fought Withers. You didn't kill him, but you fought him. So somebody marked down experience and we'll go through there.
I already marked down the 2,200.
No, I meant for today.
Alright, 1 second.
Jake. Got it.
Okay.
So that's 1,100 for Withers.
Okay. And his hands?
His hands don't really give you anything. 'cause
It's
they're-
2 HP.
Yeah.
Plus 5 for, or 7 for his hands. Can we get 7 experience for his hands?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see where we end at the end.
Alright.
We'll add that at the end.
Alright.
You guys killed 3 or 2 of the guardians. 1 guardian? Or 2 the flesh golems?
2.
Two.
2.
And
of
the
the
5.
flesh golems.
And the 5 albino dwarves.
Gotcha. So the flesh
Flesh golem in there.
golems.
No, we
are-
killed 3. We killed the one in the rotating room as
No,
well.
we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We just
Left
busted
it.
out and left it in there rotating around forever.
1,800 per golem. The warrior guys, the dwarves. There, they are. They have any, I just want to make sure they don't have special stats. 2 guardians. No, you can fight with those guys yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Tomb Dwarves.
This is great having Shovel Knight with good perception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like that also like helped out a lot this week.
Yeah.
So they are just whites.
Basically, at this point, like today was basically us, or the first half was just going back and seeing all the stuff we've missed.
Missed before. Yeah.
700 per white.
So it was fine.
Yes. So let's see what you guys did for you. We give you 1,000. So that add that up,
Okay.
and then divide that by 4. Because everybody's gonna get this, and then apply meat,
11.
apply meat grinder to that as well.
Okay. That is divided by 4, 2,255.
2,255. Then this goes out to everybody for destroying the kiln, so no more Tomb Guardians could be made. That is 1,000 each.
All right.
Shovel Knight might level up. He might. For avoiding the clay golem trap, 1,000 experience each.
Nice.
Let's see. You set off the rotating room. You failed the short-term madness thing in the cave with the wind. You failed the trap with the water when the water went off. But you made it through the hieroglyph room. That's another 1,000.
All right.
Oh, and 1,000 for to give yourself 2,000 more because you didn't die from trying to drink the water.
Hey, how about that? I've leveled up too.
When do you level up?
64.
Are you 7 away?
No.
Oh, not too bad.
Wait, I have. So,
I'm like 2.
So that should be 62.55, right? Total.
Yep.
plus the 2,200.
Plus
From
the
last time.
22. Yeah, I already added that
I already
though.
did.
So I didn't do that. So 84.65.
Oh, make that 44.
For
Right.
Wait, what?
So your total experience for today should be 6,655.
Right, which levels up me and Shovel Knight.
Yeah, he's definitely.
6,655, you said?
Just use a calculator. So what are you at? 53.
Well, because I added in the 22 from before. I think. No, oh wait, no, I didn't. That was me before that. That was up there. I think. I don't know, I'm losing track.
I'm at 62,000.
53.
Ah!
So
Ah!
you 7 away?
6,
No.
You're at
1,400
60,344.
away.
6,344. Thank you.
Ish.
I am leveling up.
Okay.
Do you
Second
want?
level fighter. So I just got real deadly in combat. Real deadly. Especially if I go first.
What's your second fighting style? Defense?
Yeah.
No.
Shovel Knight, also in the long rest, digs up a green orb,
Ooh.
spherical thing
Ooh.
from the ground.
So we're done? What?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
This is a chaos sphere.
Oh, what's that do?
A relic that he can shoot.
Oh,
He has 3
nice.
charges. He can expend, use an action to expend 1 charge and shoot bouncing pulses of green energy in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must roll 3d20. On a 10 or lower, it is struck by a green orb and takes 2d6 force damage.
Guys, next level's big.
Yeah,
Immunity to fear
that's good.
for all of us.
I just got action surge. I'm already looking forward to the next level though, where I get Battle Master.
Oh, you mean
You going Battle Master or Champion?
Battle Master.
Oh, you don't want to credit on 19 or 20?
I don't know, man. Battle Master worked real well.
It did.
You think champion's the way to go, though?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's your character. You live it. You live your life the way you like it.
This is always the problem I have.
Live it like you like it, as they say.
With advantage. Crit
Or
frequently.
of courage. Oh, and then improved of. I hope we get. We're not gonna get
11.
Yeah, we're not gonna get 11 before Acererak.
Depends on how many traps you fuck up.
Fair.
1,000 per trap avoided.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get all the way to 85, though. That's another 20,000.
There's at least 2 more levels of this dungeon before you get to the bottom.
So now we gotta we have to go around and fight everything. We gotta go start slaughtering things.
Yeah, but I can't do that RP wise.
Well, you can as soon as somebody else starts it.
Or we don't go around slaughtering everything. We go around not setting off all them traps.
We could do both.
Disabling them traps.
We could do both.
Well, what else is there? Like, I feel like everything we've encountered so far is either avoid the trap or kill the thing.
Yeah.
And we get more experience from not setting off the trap.
Okay, but there's those 2 chain golems. The 2 golems that were standing guard.
Mm-hmm.
There's those 2.
Yeah.
So there's at least 2 things we can kill.
Yeah.
And there's probably going to be more dwarves.
But, yes, I agree that we kill all the things we can kill.
But yeah, not avoiding traps is definitely key.
Can I see
It's,
real
it's better.
If we could only do 1, then that's the thing I'd rather do. Anyway, I got Action Surge, which was really
It's real good.
the goal of dipping into fighter
Real good.
before we fight a
Someone has
Acererak.
Indomitable.
Nice.
One use.
So what was happening with the rotating the statues? What would that have done?
Oh, wait. I don't want to know, because I'm not satisfied with not having done that. You guys were like, let's do other stuff first. I have every intention of going back.
Oh, because when we were about to go back, I said no, and you were like, okay. So I thought we weren't going back.
Yeah, we were going to go back then.
Okay.
But I would like
Sean
to.
the player wants to know, but
Sean the player, I will tell you.
But Bill does not want to do that.
Yeah.
It seems like in this instance, those are properly aligned.
Fair.
But I'm going to go do it. Anyway.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't do it.
Well, you can say that, but I feel like every time you say don't do it,
We should do
I
it.
think do it.
That's
Yeah, I know,
literally
but
how
you
I
do it anyway. It makes Bill, the character, very frustrated.
Well,
Maybe that's why he's so dour now, guys. Because every time he says don't do a thing, you ignore him and you do it anyway.
Yeah,
He feels
because
like
what
his
else would we be down
input-
here unless to do things?
To save the world!
Yeah, and it's
Which
easier
we don't have to
do
go
that when
rob
we have-
graves
Listen,
to save
it'll be
the
easier
world.
to save the world with magic weapons.
and
Well, not
it's-
We
weapons.
all
But
have
magic
magic.
items.
We all have a bunch of magic.
Also,
Yeah, but you can
you
never have too
cleared
much.
that whole thing. You
yeah,
opened
but
the
what if I
chest and
wear
took-
2 sets of bracers of archery?
You,
It
They
doesn't
don't
do
do
anything.
anything.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't
what
do
if,
anything.
right, because they're attunement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens if we get into a situation where I have to de-attune from one of my magic items? And it's like, it's a good thing I got 2 sets attuned, because I don't have anything else to attune to.
You're right. In that one unlikely scenario, that's a good thing we did
That's
that.
happened to us recently.
Yeah, but only in Al's beautiful brain.
Yeah, but Al does have a beautiful brain.
Yeah, we agree.
Al did
Al
write
has a
to
beautiful
Annihilation.
brain.
But maybe he...
The man with a beautiful brain.
Maybe
He was one of the DMs for us
Anyway,
at PAX.
Okay.
We played in a
to the
thing that
point,
he wrote.
Internet.
that room is, you opened the chest and took the stuff from it. So what do you anticipate is going to happen if you turn the things?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, that was my point. That was Bill's
You
point.
did the thing.
Yeah, we did the thing. It's done.
Fair.
But
And we didn't do it. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to write the gods.
we don't. They're pretty right.
All right, guys.
They're
We're going to call it
gods.
for a night. Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
Internet.
Zoltris, you do this thing. Probably don't do it for tonight because we're leaving, but next week.
Guys, remember, Katie bought us crits. We got to use them next week.
Yes.
Yes. Or
Thank you, Katie, for
I'm
coming
gonna.
back.
I
I missed you. Oh, I'm not. As soon as we find something big, I'm gonna hit it and crit
it.
and double sword and then smite and then do all the things.
That's reasonable. Double
Alright,
sword.
guys, we're gonna head out. Thank you so much.
Double the sword damage.
I'll see you tomorrow to build Samurai Jack.
Bye.
Oh, Jake, you have a crit.
I got another one.
Yes.
You got
What?
2 crits. Look at you go.
Was that from the new guy?
Sean, we
Yes.
also have a crit.
What? Thank you.
Zoltris is the one out crits.
Oh yeah.
I gotta
before
write
I
those down.
stop the stream, I'm waiting.
Oh, gee.
You forgot to put crit, so just make sure you type in crit in there, Zoltrus, and that will add it. So I want to make sure it subtracts the flint bucks from you. There we go. Celine, you have another crit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zoltrus.
That's
Thank
double
you.
crits. So there we go. Good night, sir.